everyone doing today? I was, when I launched the game, I was confused because there was no audio on my end, and I was getting concerned because I thought I broke something. I just had the game muted. So I was trying to fix a bug. That wasn't a bug. I just had it muted in my audio mixer. Anyway, hey, hi. This new background is really cool. This is the anniversary background. This is an anniversary patch for anyone that's wondering. But this is the anniversary background, and I've been enjoying it quite a bit. Actually, you know what I should do first before anything else? I should make this background, how shall we say, topical? We're gonna... Just gonna, there we go. As a fun little fact for anyone as well. There was a time on the, there we go. On the Taobao store for PGR, where you could buy this towel as like an actual towel. And, I have it, actually. I have it on my shelves. Along with a print of Lee in this outfit that came with it. Different times, but also I love it a lot. It's great. Anyway, Alisa's here. Is it Alisa or Alysa? Because I've been saying Alysa and I just said Alisa now. I'm gonna assume it's I'll say both. I'll say both and I'll interchange them so I can be as accurate as possible. Alyssa's here. And I have been looking forward to her for a while because I remember when she came out on the CN server and I was interested more than anything else in her big robot. I'm really excited for her. I'm really excited. I want her, I want a weapon, and I also want the big robot. And I want to know more about the big robot more than anything else. Am I wrong for that? Am I? It's Alysa, not Alisa? Okay, I can say Alysa. I mean, I don't know. I've been saying Alysa in my head, and all of a sudden I'm saying it like out loud as Alysa. Either way, I love her. I might use them interchangeably, so that, you know, no matter which one it is, I'm right half the time, which is good enough for me. Also, this coating, I really want to get it. I gotta farm for it, but I really want to get it because, man, this is a cool coating. Right, I'm stalling, aren't I? Let's pull. Let us pull. Ta-da! Let's do it. Aha! Right. Shall we just go for it? So, this is the part where we place our bets. See, I'm about cute robots. It's pretty much it. It's cool robots, cute robots. Everything else goes over my head. No. I mean, it's just robots. I'm on 0 pity. 60 is the limit. What are we going with? When are we gonna? She's free. Yeah, but I want to pull. I'm gonna pull anyway. How many pulls do you think it's gonna take? Don't say a pity gang this early on. Don't curse me. Okay. Let's start. First 10 pull. Watch this. I'm gonna get Alysa. First 10 pull. God damn it. One of these days I'm gonna say it and I'm gonna get it right. Who's gonna be though? Who's our first?
Commandant, you have an immense power.
I'm not gonna complain about Watanabe. Actually, yeah, everyone say "oh dang it" in chat if I don't get a S rank. What's it play like? How do I describe it? It's like third person. I mean, I would call it like a power fantasy kind of thing because the skills seem so powerful. You'll see in a second when I get Alysa. It's gonna be when, not if. It's really cool though. The animation in this game is something else. Right. 10 pull, 10 pull. Oh dang it. Oh well. Who's the A rank? My temple and weapon? I hope it's temple and weapon.
Commandant.
I'll take a Vera.
Commandant.
I'll take a free Vera. Well, she's not free, but I'll take a Vera. Chanku. I was looking at my my constructs yesterday. I was going through them last night, and I just see it like an unleveled Changu with a signature weapon. Oh, also unleveled, just at the bottom of my memories list. I felt bad. I felt really bad, and I was like, I had this brief moment of like, should I just stop what I'm doing right now and level up Changu? And then I went, no. I'll level him one day. I'll level him one day. Right. This is 30 pulls. Come on, Alysa. Please. Come on. Wait, how's the audio value? The audio levels sounding?
Commandant.
He heard us talking shit.
Nope, it still feels weird.
He heard us. That was intentional right there. Oh, I've stopped moving. Yay. Good news though is that the bugs with me stopping moving sometimes will be fixed. Well, not fixed. I'm gonna be moving back to my old room hopefully soon. Because I'm getting furniture coming on Sunday, so that's good news. In the meantime, it's gonna be really buggy until then, so like right now I just joined my internet, I just joined my Wi-Fi and it's already kicked me off. I'd love to see it. We good now? So it will be fixed in September for a different reason. Actually, I was thinking, and I probably shouldn't say this, I know the mods are gonna get mad at me. If my
You're afraid of the dark? In that case...
Live, laugh, love. Actually,
longer.
I have the Live plushie. Have you guys seen this? I got the, I found someone selling Live plushie on Macari, and I grabbed Live plushie. I was really happy about that. If my timings are correct, not next patch, but the patch after. Wait, how am I doing this? How am I doing times here? So in this patch, next patch is the patch after. It might be okay. It might be the patch after that. Something cool will be happening. Okay, it's temple. Yes, I believe too. What's this? 350 pulls. Actually, it's 40 right now. Damn it. But even if I go all the way to pity, pity's only
I will give anything to bring you victory.
pity is only, sorry, I got distracted by Chrome. Pity's only 60, so we're good. I'll take a Chrome. I'll take a Chrome. He was kicked out of my team in favor of an all-elite team though a while ago, so that's a shame. Anyway, Alysa, come on, please. Please, don't keep me waiting. Damn it, we're going all the way to pity. Oh well. 60 pulls is, it's fine, I'm used to it.
My boundary
21!
is already
I mean, 60 pity isn't the worst. Like, next, I think, you know what I should do now, in the future? I think I should start pulling on Fate. Oh, by the way, Anniversary Banner is live for anyone that wants to go pull for anyone they missed. I was gonna, if I got Alysa early, I would have pulled on an anniversary banner. Actually, if I get weapon early, I could pull on anniversary. Do you guys wanna really gamble? Do you guys feeling lucky? Alysa weapon? Alysa weapon? Am I blind? Am I blind? My luck is bad. My luck will be fine. I went past it. Estrella. Okay, wait. I'm looking at the character profile. Profiles at the bottom. Ah, there it is. There it is. Yeah, I'm definitely blind. Right. We're going to suggest to punish a Gravens on a completely another level. Oh yeah, exactly. This game is great. Right. First temple. Watch me get it. Come on, please. Send me some tickets for anniversary. No, okay, no tickets for anniversary banner. That's fine. It's okay though. We'll get her on the next. We'll get her on the next pull, right? This is a really cool looking bow, isn't it? Two bows already. It's a good sign. Sorry, my brain is lagging. Right. Next temple. Come on. Come on. Don't leave me hanging. What's this? Ah! Early as I should have done single pulls. God damn it. What's this? Bow. Yeah, we win these. Let's go. Feels good. V2 we're playing PGR in 2024. I've been playing PGR since 2022? Has it been that long? It might have been that long. Right, we have Alysa, we have the Alyssa's weapon. You guys feeling lucky? You guys feeling lucky? I already have everyone here. So wouldn't it be really funny if I put everything on Lee? There's people playing PGR Rift in stream anyway. I really love this game. I really, really love it. Shall we? We have... our odds aren't very good, we'll say. Our odds aren't very good. That said, it'd be really, really funny. So, let's just put some pulls into the anniversary banner on Fate as well, and we'll just see. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do one better. Skip luck. I'm never complaining about my luck in any game again, ever. Watch me do it again. God damn it. It's fine. Some people might think to quit there. No. I'm not a quitter. I'm a winner! No, I'm not a winner. Think about it this way, right? Think about it this way. I was gonna put these pulls into anniversary banner anyway. So, like... I'm still getting a Lee. Free Lee. That I already have.
Good morning.
Hey, Alicia. Let's go gambling! Look, we won the first pull. Everything else now is just extra. But you never know. If you stop now, you won't ever reach the jackpot. So, skip luck. A double's fine. I'll take a double. Last 10 pull though. Another kind of Lee. That's fine. I have enough to... I'll be able to reach this. For the...
I will give anything.
Veterans is fine. No. Now I'm just flying too close to the sun. Oh well. I got my spoils! I'm feeling good! Damn it. That leaves me at 40... Yeah, I can easily reach pity before the end of the, patch. We're good. Oh, it's only a patch, it's, how many days is that? Someone do the maths. It's fine. We'll get him. We'll get him. Let me just, I'll get another one. I'll get another one. Oh, I'm so close to SS. Oh, now I really need to. Just get my PC client. Oh, I'm using PC client right now. Yeah. Scam as PC client. It's a really good PC client as well. This thing is like, my PC is really, really, beefy, right? But, what's the word? This thing runs on, like, anything. Wait, did not get Alysa? We got sidetracked, didn't we? Give me a second! Let me get up Coda Shop. I got so sidetracked with Lee. Hang on a second. We're literally 10 full. Give me a second, I'm getting Coda Shop open. We got this. I may be stupid, but at least I'm not dumb. Right. How many do we need? For, not this. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Top up, there we go. How much do we need? For Alysa? Come on. What's like a 10 full? That's not even, okay, that's not enough. $119 it looks like, right? 119, right? Right. It's good old Coda Shop time. Wait a second. Question for you guys. Does it count as Android or iOS? I'm guessing it's Android, right? Right? Assume it's Android? Yeah, I'd assume Android is... well... Is Android cool? In that case, we'll do it. If it doesn't work on Android, I'll just get my emulator open. We'll do it on there instead. I'm getting Alysa. It's gonna happen. Even though you can farm for her. I've literally, we've gambled this much already. We have to go all in. Okay. We're doing this, right? Coda Shop. Let me put something on this screen. These credits shouldn't matter. So basically with PGR, the black cards and rainbow cards are different on, well, the black cards are the same, rainbow cards are different on Android and iOS. For some reason, you can't like you can't buy them on iOS and use them on Android for some reason. So like I don't wanna Yeah, I'm not sure what I'm guessing PC Client obviously counts as Android. Because I guess PC Client is an emulator in itself. MegaBD? Yeah, that's already right. Because I've used this before. Right. We're Coda shopping! I need to get my... Well, 1 second. We're going all in on this! Yay! So iOS takes a portion of every transaction. Oh, PC Client is separate? Shit. Really? In that case, let me hide the screen. Wait. Okay. We'll figure out a way to do this. If I hide the screen right now. Like this. Ah. Let me check. You guys can't see anything, right? Yeah, cool. See, yeah, it's more expensive this way. It's like £4 more expensive to get it through the client instead of through. It's fine. I'll just get it through the client. Okay. You guys definitely can't see anything, right? It's completely, yeah, you guys are blind. Cool. The same Coda stuff doesn't work on the PC client then, because like the transaction fees for. Okay, I'm British. Unfortunately, I'm British. And it is a shame that the fees are this expensive for British people. It's my British tax. Unfortunately, I heard the sound. Well, after a little bit of off-screen farming, I did just magically obtain 119 rainbow cards. But that's fine, because we can immediately put them into, was it this? Yeah, for the last 10 pull that we need. And now, let's go gambling! Took me long enough. Right. Come on, Alysa. It's been too long. I got so I genuinely thought we pulled her already.
Common. It's...
But that's what lead us to my brain. Is Missy Pain themed? Okay. PJ does Gacha differently. To most of the games.
What?
In that, sorry, I still listen to a voice in our animations. So themed is 60 pity hard cap. Usually you, like, if you pull in this banner, expect to reach 60. It's very rarely that like you get early pity on this banner, but like 60 is the hard cap. You can't go higher than that. With Fate, you've got an increased rate, but your pity is variable between 80 and 100, and you don't know what it is. Which is why this is the ultimate gambling banner. If you want to be kind of silly, you can pull on this. But generally, it's the consensus in the community that it's just worth saving up enough for 60 pulls, which really isn't like that much. And then having it ready for like the theme banner. And then weapon is like, you can get that at any time. Weapon is 80, 20, 30 pity anytime as well, so. Only the debut banners are, and the debut banners are 100% as well, so. It's good. This is Fate. You can get like 80 to 100 pity is like the max. That said, we'll just do, you know, let's go gambling! Dang it. Anyway. What do you have for gachas though? This one doesn't take up much of your time. Not to be a bad influence. Not to be a bad influence on a day. This one is like... is really not that demanding. 25th, yes, do it. Do it.
If you find yourself with a lot of spare time, you should maybe do some brain exercise.
Thanks, Lee. Right, where's Alyssa? I think I should have better gifts as well. I have quite a few. I don't think I have enough to get her. Yeah. I've been slacking. I was saving up dorm coins, right? To try and get gifts.
I'll be sure to treasure this gift from you.
Oh, her voice is really
I'd like for
cute.
you to have this in return. I hope it will remain at your side in my place. Come
Oh, her voice is really cute. Sorry, I got distracted. I saved up enough dorm coins to buy all of the things I needed to give her a ton of presents. And then I went, hey, what if instead I spent them all on coding tokens or coding tickets?
It's basic social etiquette.
And that's what I did instead. So now I have enough to get like, well, I'll have enough soon to get another coding, but...
Night has ended and dawn has arrived. Good morning, Commandant. I hope the sun will shine on you as always.
Her voice is really cute.
Huh? What's so funny?
I don't think I recognize her voice actress in anything that I've played before.
What kind of social etiquette do you prefer? I'll put that in my records.
But she sounds really sweet. Can you decide your voice so mellow compared to the JP version?
We can
Yes.
take a break today. According to regulations, the rest can be.
I've been playing this game back when Dub was like,
This isn't being lazy.
not like a joke, but just like something that we
It's just
never
being
thought would
lazy
happen.
with time management
And
to
seeing
prevent you from
every,
getting sick from overwork, Commandant.
I'm talking over her, I'm so sorry. Seeing every voice actor take on the character with their own interpretations for the first time was like very surreal, I will say. Getting used to characters and then seeing
Commandant,
voice
you're
actors
here.
portray them in their own way is just like good stuff.
You recognize my voice that easily?
Wait a second.
Hmm.
She sounds almost different and
What do you mean?
because now her voice is really
Should never be eaten together.
high pitched and
no matter what
cute.
you say. Oh. Commandant, you're here.
But now it sounds different. I like this voice.
You recognize my voice that easily? Hmm. You're closer to her than I thought.
Oh, it's meant to be a different voice.
Want to get to know her better? It can be our little secret.
Yeah, I'm fine.
I know what I'm carrying and what obstacles I'll face in the future. Whether or not you choose to accompany me. You will always be a beam of light that brightens this part of my life. Shining at the center of my mind, my future, and my faith. That wasn't poetry. That was genuine.
What reasons have you? I will find out soon then. I've been feeling, I feel like I could guess. But I won't guess. I would rather figure it out myself.
I'll be sure to treasure this gift from you. I'd like for you to have this in return. I hope it will remain at your side in my place, Commandant.
Is it weird to say your hands are really cool?
Huh? It's funny how formal I'm acting. But isn't it normal to express one's gratitude? It's basic social etiquette. Don't do that. You'll wrinkle my clothes.
See, when okay, right. My first impressions of her was that like she seemed really serious. She seemed really serious. From my very first impressions of like how she looks. But she's so sweet! I love her! Right. You know what? It's training time! Let's see how she plays. Actually, I meant to do... Oh, shoot. I meant to, change my key bindings a while ago, and I forgot. Oh, well.
Better equipment is the first step to achieving my goal.
Tutorial. Teach me! Come on, Zalika. Let's do this.
Follow orders. And bring light to darkness.
Oh, she's cool. Okay. Have it continuously echo fire as rapid arrows at the target, dealing physical damage. Oh! That's just extra! Red trio of echo shoots arrow force dealing physical damage. Nice.
Vulcan ends here.
Yellow trio of ping, leak, echo Lisa turns around, shooting damage to enemy, gaining super armor. I see. Crouches down to shoot multiple arrows in blue. Okay, it's all just shooting. You know what? This is fine, easy enough. Just do pings. But like, what is that normal attack chain is insane. Look at that. Look at that airtime she gets.
As long as darkness still prevails, we will keep moving onward.
Yeah, I'm normal about her. I'm really, really normal about her. Core skill. Teach me. Please don't be 8 paragraphs long.
Follow orders. And bring light to darkness.
Hope this is nice and simple for my little brain. Press on basic attack to enter Tactical Cipher.
Restoring
Put into Tactical Cipher, Echo starts charging. Signal orbs temporarily replaced by Cipher orbs. When a Cipher orb is pinged, Cicely will unleash a sword wave to damage the enemy. Ooh! Reconcile Judgment Zone.
For a forehead kiss? Right pointing finger, left pointing finger.
Thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you! What, from me or from Alysa? I keep saying Alysa, it's Alysa. From me or from Alysa? I don't know you picked me when else is on screen. I love her. Thank you so much, I really, really appreciate it. Thank you! When I can decide Judgment Zone, tapping dodge will trigger swift archery to the enemy. So dodge. And then ping. Single orb matches the color Cipher orb inside the Judgment Zone with trigger. Okay.
Must end in light.
Casting signature. Echo and Cicely will attack at the same time, and Echo will gain Soul Shatter Mark.
Let our determination cut through the darkness.
Oh, this is just unnecessarily cool. When Soul Shatter Mark is present, after casting and presenting Code Strike, Echo can consume Soul Shatter Mark inside Judgment Zone to unleash Soul Breaking Code Strike. Echo's complete damage out of the cycle. So basic attack into Tactical Cipher, ping, Cipher Orbs. Wait, what? Sorry, I messed it up because I was reading the.
Drop your bill.
Judgment Zone activated. 3 pings to get Splendor points, and then end with the same one again, and then your signature. Sorry, but the dual voice lines are insane.
Rend the earth. Judgment. Let our determination cut through the darkness.
I think I like her quite a bit.
Restoring Vulcan.
This is my new favorite kit, I think.
Drop your veil of ignorance.
So what do we need? Okay.
Must end in light. Restoring order. Rend the earth.
Steals every
Nice.
sponsor and runs away.
Drop your veil of ignorance.
How do you do that without me noticing? Thank you so much, Bob, for the super chat. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. What a way to greet someone. Hello to you too. It's really funny.
Restoring order. Your Vulcan ends here.
So you can see stuff increasing at the bottom. There we go. And that's max things. And then do ult now.
Let our determination cut through the darkness.
That's just needlessly cool though. Sorry, but like.
Restoring order.
Her robot's doing the whole alpha attack as well. Do your coding version? How do you... I don't have her coding though. Not yet.
Vulcan ends here. Restoring order. Drop your veil of ignorance.
What's her coding version like?
Restoring order.
God, my brain cannot keep up with this today. The trial? Wait a second, how do you do the trial? Let me do the trial, let me do the trial. Let me do the trial. Oh, I forgot you can do the dodge to... Oh, I forgot you can do that. Well, that's kind of... fun. In trials? Okay, let's see it. I want to see this.
As long as darkness
Yes,
still
with coding for free.
prevails.
Yes, I know! I need to
moving
grab it
onward.
before I forget. Which I probably will forget, honestly. There's con practice, but I want to see... Is this? No, this is just simulate trials. Give me a second. Give me a second. How do I find the trials? Because I usually don't... Okay, this is gonna sound really bad. There we go. I usually don't do trials for outfits because I don't usually go for codings a lot of the time. Anyway, let's try it. Let's see what this is like.
Follow orders and bring light to darkness.
Let's see police version.
Restoring order. Drop your bill of ignorance.
Oh shoot, I got hit. Uh-oh.
Corrupted light must end in light.
I want to see the
Judgment. Restoring order.
Come here. Okay.
And our determination. Cut through the
Oh, that's just... Ah, the warning labels! Oh, that's kind of cool.
Restoring order.
I need to hold and then do pings, right? I don't have enough pings. Ah, there we go.
Corrupted light must end in light. Let our determination cut through the darkness.
It's really weird hearing like both two voices while ulting. But I'm not complaining because it sounds really, 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 really cool.
Here.
Oh, come on, don't hit me.
Let our determination cut through the darkness.
The thing I want to do more than anything else is get more familiar with her playstyle. Because she seems pretty simple for me, but like, I want to master her.
Drop your bill. Let our determination
I want to master her. Okay, so if we hold,
Drop your bill.
go into the thing, and if we dodge now, dodging now gives you the, it shoots, right? Yeah, it's like that.
Run the earth. Your falcon
I'm attacking like this.
order. Let our determination.
I like how every time the robot attacks, it's the alpha attack as well. Okay, we can leave. This looks so cool. Oh, come on, hey. Let me admire the outfit. I see how it is. I think it looks so cool.
As long as darkness continues to spread, we will continue onward.
I think I love her chat. Hold normal spam special orbs. Press 9 to feel 9 things to feel gauge. Press any orb to finish her. Then ult and press any orb again. Yeah, okay. Seems simple enough. Seems simple enough. Shall we read the story then? Shall we read the new story? Cause I'm kinda on board for this. Well, I mean, I'm always on. You know what I mean? I think it's cool. This is weird starting a main story with a comment stage. I don't usually do that. I haven't in a while, right? Let me also add in the names thing. The one I'm just pointing at the screen. Aha, there we go. Cheating on Lee? No. I have two hands. One for Lee. One for Alyssa. One for Wanshi. One for Roland. One for Watanabe. One for Lee. Anyway. Ah, blank. My blank. Brilliant. Sorry, I need to move my mic so it's better. Blank, don't be afraid. Run. We're out of this place. Ooh. You know a chapter's good when it just starts with fire in the background? The purple-haired construct wakes up to the sound of the flickering bonfire. She sits straight, exhaling deeply. Oh, it's only a bonfire! Okay, you know what? I was expecting it to be a lot worse than that. Despite the many times she reassures herself that no one can find her here, her nightmares never get any less frightening. Omnipresent, they eat away her flesh and bones like countless imperceptible insects. The dimly glowing arm thrums quietly, lowering her head towards the purple-haired girl. I'm okay, Cicely. And please don't call me by that name again. I'm Echo now. Echo seems to be responding to the thrumming armor, or perhaps talking to herself. Bending down to dust her shoes, she notices the fluttering flame from the corner of her eyes and recalls the intense explosion. Ugh. Memories of the past inevitably rush back into her mind, seemingly transporting her back to the day through the flame. That day. Oh. Oh boy! Don't look back! Keep running! Weren't you going to pursue your justice? Weren't you going to end this darkness? Don't look back! Run! Keep running! You have to get away from here! You have to get away! The piercing scream is stuck in her throat, the rusty scent of blood stopping her from shouting the name out loud. All she can do is follow her body's instincts and keep running forward. It seems the only way she can escape the nightmare on her heels. That day. Oh, now you hear the title card! Interesting. Very interesting. Oh, so, playable stage right away? Utopia Flying Fortress, Central Lab Area. Alysa, the area... Oh, Lena. You need to get your armor and get up here following the path we discussed before. For this platform, you can jump the area between the two shields. To catch you up to shut down the shields, you could need to like, break the siege. We don't have much time. Hurry. Cecily, wait for me! Am I pronouncing the name right, Cecily? What's wrong? Wonder what's going on? Okay. Make our way down. What a shitty job to watch a test subject. Coming back here at a time like this. I'll have someone else do this next time. Who's there? They're coming back. Careful. Show no mercy this time! Oh, I can't use the charge attack yet. I guess because Cecily's in the cage.
Judgment!
I don't know what this chapter is gonna be like for the rest of it, but man, starting with this is such a strong opening. Starting with this cinematic gameplay section is very, very cool. I've stopped moving again. Uh-oh.
Cecily!
Alysa, what's happening?
Lena said there's a commotion in the labs, so not as many guards are pursuing us. Now's the best chance to leave.
Let's go then. Be careful.
This is the first time we fought together, isn't it?
Sir! PGR! What is this? Kuro! Kuro! This cutscene!
I trust that you have my back, Cecily.
Ah! Sorry! Just let me fangirl for a little bit, please! Let me fangirl for a little bit, please! Oh my god, this intro! And this is your first time watching PGR, you won't know just how cool this is for an intro. Usually this game is like 90% visual novel. Getting an actual like, voiced cutscene intro, I'm fangirling a little bit. Just a little bit though. I'm fine.
Drop your veil of ignorance. But end in life.
Oh my god. I don't know what Kuro were cooking with this patch, but man, this is amazing. Okay. Don't look back, keep running. I have to press 7 now. We're going to pursue your justice? When are you going to end this darkness? You have to get away from here. You have to get away. What an amazing intro. A blank. My blank. Brilliant. The unsettling whispers keep haunting her until the first glow of daylight stings her eyes. Echo's mind is still hurting slightly. The armor puts a hand on her shoulder, seemingly hoping for her to rest a little longer. However, there's no time, Cecily! Her gaze briefly stays on the terminal imprinted with the black antlers. Standing up nimbly, Echo cleans up her face and shakes off her exhaustion. This is the closest conservation area to that place. If Lena escaped, this is the most likely place she'd be. I have to find her, no matter what. Echo bites her lips, trying her best not to consider the worst-case scenario. Having secured Cecily, she enters the conservation area alone. It's been a long time since the incident at Henlo Tower. As the boundary of the clean zone gets clearer and clearer, conservation areas inside the clean zone are gradually developed. Despite how the punishing virus still ravages other areas, how the hetero creatures are still evolving in secret, and how the path ahead is still uncertain, a glimmer of hope is enough for humanity to spring back with surprising vigor. They take root in this tethered earth and grow anew. This conservation area is situated at the edge of the clean zone. Many constructs are traveling to and fro, likely exploring the border of the clean zone. Have you heard? The Graven Commandant. I keep saying. Okay, I'm gonna keep saying Commandant. Even in the year 2024, even with Ian voice, I'm still gonna keep saying Commandant. The Alysa at the dorm yet? Alysa, not Alisa. I bought her using rainbow cards and black cards. Okay, so I did 50 pulls in a banner. For some reason, my brain thought I got her. I then went to get her weapon, got her weapon. Realized I had 18k black cards left over because I was like, oh yeah, I got her now. I've got so many black cards left over. I then pulled until I got Lee on the anniversary banner, and then realized I didn't get Alyssa. So I went back to go buy rainbow cards to continue pulling to get her. That's fine. Isn't there even missing a captain? I heard from a friend their captain is locked up after contacting an ascendant without authorization. I don't know anything about that. I was only told by a friend from the management who said that Commandant was coming here to investigate the missing humans. That happened so long ago. Why are they investigating now? I suppose those big shots were too busy for us. Maybe they're starting the investigation again after the rumors of hetero creatures eating humans in the nearby conservation areas. The Graven Commandant. Echo pretends to organize the boxes nearby while quietly remembering the information. She has heard of the Graven Commandant. What have you heard? Good things, I hope? Graven. I heard their commandant is a very special human. The commandant has been active on the front line, fighting against that punishing virus non-stop to reclaim Earth. The commandant would protect Graven, and Graven would risk their lives to save the commandant. Does a squad like that really exist? Even if it does, what are the chances that everyone could run into a team and a commandant like that? Don't look at me like that. I never thought of what it would be like working with that commandant. I just don't want another fool losing their life over sentiments that might not even exist. And that hazy, unclear memory. Although the details are missing, the speaker seemed to believe every word said. Why do I look up to the chief? I wonder who this could possibly be. Perhaps it's because I've heard a lot of battle reports about the chief. In the beginning, it was just scores and data from the school announcement. But later, Kowloon, Pulia Forest Park, Copperfield Aquarium, the Hetero Tower. As a regular human, the chief has accomplished many impossible feats in the battlefield. More importantly, no matter how horrible this world becomes, the chief never stops holding a heart of integrity. Echo snaps out of her daze. Fortunately, the two constructs opposite her have not noticed anything strange. It's gotta be too late. If the hetero creatures really were eating humans, there wouldn't be anything left to be found. What's the point of coming now? Anything else interesting? I don't think so. I heard the Purifying Force is hunting some experimental construct, maybe? Nothing concrete, though. The information hasn't really been passed here, and I haven't seen what the test subject looks like. I just heard that constructs has purple hair. The construct— oh! Alyssa, you might want to hide! The constructs with purple hair are everywhere. Oh, never mind. Look, there's one right there. He nods towards Echo casually. An escaped experimental construct wouldn't have stayed inside the clean zone anyway. Probably went outside a long time ago. Stop worrying about that. Let's get back to patrolling. I'd hate to see more hetero creatures on the outskirts of our defenses. The constructs begin to walk away as they talk. Echo takes a small breath of relief. Small driblets of sweat seep from her palms, moisturizing the cracked artificial skin that she's not taken care of for a while. Wait. That's a good point. Constructs can sweat? How do they get the fluid to sweat? I know convicts can eat and drink and stuff, but like... Man, they went all in. I don't know why I just never considered that until now. Luckily, Babylonia's arrest warrant has not reached this conservation area at the edge of the clean zone yet. Taking out a handkerchief to wipe away the sweat, Echo looks down and avoids the two constructs route. Perhaps surrendering to Babylonia is also a valid choice of atonement. She does not fear death, but now is not the time. She cannot die like that yet. She must find Lena. Constellia. The mechanic girl with the white hair stands before the simulation machine, comparing the data in her hands with intense focus. As she's about to perform the next simulation, her comms terminal starts ringing in this vacant room. Cervantes, my boy, it's been a while. How are you doing? Dulcinea. He stops talking as he sees the blinking simulation machine behind Dulcinea from the corner of his eye. You're still doing simulations? Yes, I'm trying to place different data samples in varying situations to simulate diverging stories. In different scenarios with disparate initiating incidents, the same two sets of data will produce drastically dissimilar stories. Right. You're still obsessed with that ending, aren't you? I'm not sure, but having noticed my desire to continue this endeavor, I decided to do so. I'm using two sets of data samples I previously used during Palette Clash. Repeated simulations show very different results as I switch up the scenarios. Which two data samples have you been using? The Graven Commandant and the individual named Echo. Those two, huh? Cervantes thinks in silence briefly before gently smiling. I think the story that happens in the real world will always be more fascinating than the ones simulated. Shout out to my ChatGPT fanfics. The real world. Having lived in Constellia ever since she was born, Dulcinea does not seem to have a concrete concept of the real world. What would a story in the real world look like? Do you want to go out and find out yourself? Go out? But you charged me to stay in Constellia to keep the other Awakened machine safe. Don't worry about it. I'll transfer a part of the management clearance to other associates. Just follow your heart. The blinking lights of the simulation machine begin to dim one by one, and the giant machine eventually stops humming. The mechanoid girl with white hair is nowhere to be found in this vacant room. What a strong start to this chapter. It's gonna take a lot to top that in future. This is a conservation area, so what's currently detected is the border of the clean zone. With the CPF and the Hetero Tower, there's almost no punishing virus here. But with its proximity to the edge of the clean zone, this area is still occasionally disturbed by hetero creatures and corrupted. However, occasionally has been happening a little too frequently these days. Conservation areas update their missing persons registry regularly. Given the situation on the surface, it's no surprise to find people missing every now and then. However, it's inevitable for someone to notice the 3 nearby conservation areas have all been repeatedly submitting reports of hetero creature-related missing persons for an extended period of time. Are the frequent appearances of hetero creatures the real culprits of those missing people? Man it. Lee! Also, I still moving again! This is gonna be great to have to keep dealing with all stream. Yay! It's fine though, because I'll be going back to my room soon. I'm looking forward to it. You're wondering why I'm recalled. You close the report in your hands and look out. The barren landscape flies past you outside the window, indicating the long distance between you and the conservation area ahead. Why is it not working? I love how I can connect to my internet and tell it to connect to my internet. And then when I go to leave the tab, it's like, oh, what internet? You don't have internet. There we go. I was just spacing out. So, you didn't hear what I said during my mission briefing just now. Putting down his terminal, Lee turns to you. Lee turns to look at you resignedly. I was listening. Celica tallied the missing persons reports from the last cycle, and incidents of hetero creature-related missing persons were found in the conservation areas 107, 108, and 109 near the border of the clean zone. These occurrences have been happening in this stretch of connected conservation areas for a while. Given the strange phenomenon that happened in the globular? How do you say this word? Forest around the Hetero Tower previously, the military hypothesizes the powerful hetero creatures may be residing in the surroundings of this area. Or descendants. This was not Raven's mission initially. However, thinking back to the first group of Constellia residents you met. The Clean Zone. There are dangers found even in the outskirts of the Clean Zone. Yeah, many people are missing in conservation areas that are on the border of the Clean Zone and haven't been found. The higher-ups just called them hetero creature-related missing persons, but my friend was staying around there. I wrote him after I settled down, but his father replied and said he hadn't returned because of it. My sister was there. The residents talk amongst themselves. Despite their calm expressions, every story they recall is tainted with blood. Man, that's dark. Did Babylonia never look into it? Some have come to investigate every once in a while, but those hetero creatures are some tricky bastards. They never show up when their Babylonia is stationed here. Oh, speaking of which, aren't you a commandant from Babylonia? If you have the chance. Only if you have the chance, that is. Can you go check it out? We're not asking you to do anything. It's just that... I will. That's wonderful. That was why you sought out this mission after you noticed it. Lee frowns, turning to the side of this next slide of the mission briefing. Is he giving us a PowerPoint? We're entering Conservation Area 109, which is the closest conservation area to 112. The one destroyed by hetero creatures previously. Our mission is to investigate the cause of the missing persons while searching for their whereabouts in the surrounding area. That's about it. Lee quickly finishes the briefing, having noticed that you start spacing out again. How long until we arrive in 109? We're almost there. It's right ahead. Grey structures start appearing on the horizon right as he says that. As you approach the conservation area, you notice residents coming out to harvest vegetables and fruits as reserves. Perhaps the existence of the Clean Zone has provided them enough comfort that residents do not seem to be in despair. Instead, they watch the heavy military vehicle passing by with curiosity. Lee carefully inspects your protective suit once more to make sure everything is flawless before opening the door and letting you out. Thanks, Lee! He's so nice. The sounds of commotion immediately draws your attention to the moment you land. Hey, this is our land. Pick your fruits elsewhere. But this place... Did I not make myself clear? Unsatisfied with the answer, the aggressive man takes a swing at the other person. Whoa, okay, don't fight. Stop! A female consort you do not know shows up next to them before you can say anything, grabbing the man's wrist. I've read the regulations of conservation areas. In Chapter 3, Article 8, the rules regarding resource and supplies clearly state the produce outside the conservation area farms are free to gather and take. Regulations? Who gives a damn about regulations in a world like this? Do these regulations fill our stomachs? No. Regulations don't feed, but they do protect. You're not the only person living off this land. Everyone gets to live if you just follow the rules. Why don't you do so? It's none of your fucking business. Wow, rude. She has autism! She does! I do too, though. I respect it. The angry man tries to break free of the girl's grip, but the construct with purple hair does not relent, staring right into the man's eyes without fear. She's right. Those resources aren't personal assets. You can't evict her. And who the hell are you? Hearing your voice, the angry man turns to look at you, only to find Lee standing with you, fully armored and armed. He flinches, his voice quieting down. Do I need to repeat the regulations of conservation areas to you? Just my luck. The man spits on the ground and scowls at the timid woman before turning around and leaving. The woman trembles silently despite seemingly having something she wants to say. Her lips quake before she eventually turns around and leaves, running into the woods behind her. The purple-haired girl seems accustomed to scenes like this. Gently wiping off the stains of her cuffs, she turns to depart. Wait! Surprised and confused, the girl turns back to you. Are you a construct stationed in the conservation area? And you are... I'm the Raven Commandant from the Babylonia Task Force. You're not sure why she visibly tenses up upon hearing your identification. I'm not from this conservation area. I'm just passing through. If that's all, goodbye. She performs an extremely complicated set of gestures to seemingly bid you farewell before quickly walking away. She's so nervous. I love her. She's so nervous. Wish today becomes a VA for a Gacha game. I can't voice act at all. It'd be really cool too. But like, there are hoops you need to jump through and stuff to get like noticed. I can't voice act. What is she doing? I think that's the salute of taking leave as written in World Government's Rules of Etiquette, 3rd edition. That's a thing? I ran into this book by chance when I was organizing the old data in my database. Who still follows Rules of Etiquette now Who still follows rules of etiquette nowadays? Anyway, let's head inside the conservation area first. The construct does not look hostile. It's not uncommon for constructs in the surface to dislike Babylonia, after all. Your top priority right now is to enter the conservation area to investigate the hetero creature-related missing persons. Maintaining a safe distance in case she needs to run away, Echo hides in the woods nearby, carefully observing the activities near the conservation area. They have not noticed anything unusual, it seems. The Grey Raven Commandant from Babylonia. Lena said the Grey Raven Commandant is trustworthy. Despite how hazy Echo was in Constellia, she remembers Sika saying that she looked up to the Grey Raven Commandant and hoped to become someone like the Commandant. Although the Commandant did speak up earlier, Echo's still unsure if she can take the risk. Can she bet on the chance the Commandant does not know she's currently being pursued? Or that the Commandant will help her destroy that place and find Lena even without knowing she's wanted? Or even when knowing she's wanted? If Christian can be a VA, so can I. No, because Christian's actually got skill. Listen, time is short. You have to find the armor and take away from here. What about you, Lena? Where are you? I'm coming to get you. Me? Don't you worry about where I am. Lena's voice sounded frail. There's a commotion in the lab, so no one's paying attention to you. You're in the lab, aren't you? Stop worrying about me. Don't look back. Keep running. I'll find my way out. When you're going to pursue your justice? When you're going to end this darkness? Run! Keep running! You have to get away from here. You have to get away. During the mysterious commotion, Lena guided her to connect with the armor sister and escape, but she and her mind also got severely damaged during the battle. Afterwards, she only held a vague memory, where she evaded her pursuers and separated with the armor, living in disguise as Lena with the terminal Lena left her. Perhaps her mind was subconsciously trying to protect her from distress, or her mind had suffered some complications after the damages. She could not recall any details of that period of time. By the time she was fully conscious again, the armor was right in front of her. Her mind hummed as her sister called for her desperately. We are dead. We are dead souls buried in the past. Echoes reforged from lust and sin. But not Lena from Iris Warbler. Where is Lena then? Lena always keeps her word. If she said she wouldn't find her way out, she would have definitely escaped. Echo stares at the fences around the conservation area, her fingers jittering uncomfortably by her side. This is the closest conservation area to that place. If Lena escaped the explosion, she must have passed through here. And if Lena did not manage to escape, Echo will return to the place they called Utopia to destroy everything and find her. Although Echo has not found any information on the Aurora Squadron in the conservation areas on her way here, she firmly believes the sinful swarm must still exist. As the first wave of conservation area residents who headed out to gather fruits and start returning, the woods are getting noisier. Echo closes her eyes and thinks for a second before turning around and departing. Oh, I see the name Corona. I should have read the blurb. I saw the word Corona. Not a good sign! Opening the data report, you find entries of people from Conservation Area 109 who went missing in the past few quarters due to hetero creature attacks. The data is indeed highly unusual. The people lost in hetero creature attacks should have been healthy adults, laboring outside. Most of them mentioned in the report fall into the age brackets of 10 to 15, and 50 to 60. I've compiled the data from Conservation Area 108's reports. The results are similar to the ones you're holding. Either the staff for both these conservation areas have collectively lost their minds and forged the data, or they didn't go missing because of hetero creatures. Lee's expression turns solemn. We have to open the investigation again. The terminal rings right as he says that. The mail from the Science Council has timely arrived. Updates? You definitely extract the information from the mail, rearranging the words as they leap from page to page to form the hidden message. Oh, code 019. Internal assessment of Fort Winter experiment records in progress. City 023, Conservation Area 112, Outpost D56. These are Babylonia's records. On minor outposts destroyed by hetero creatures. These brief words contain countless tears and blood. Lee turns quiet. He knows as well as you do what it means to the name of those small outposts appear in a report on Fort Winter. Conservation Area 112 isn't far away from us. Maybe we should check it out first. Understood. I'll go prepare our ride. Lee turns to leave the room without a moment of hesitation. The words continue to flicker on the terminal under the dim lights. Clearly, Asimov wants you to investigate Conservation Area 112 and find something to connect the dots by sending you the message. Still, can there be any clues left after such a long time? You hear the doorknob turning. Is all right, ready? Oh, hey, you're back. Instead of Lee, the construct with the purple hair you saw earlier today walks in. Hello? You correctly press the alarm button on your terminal to notify Lee of the unexpected situation here. Hello, Gravy Commandant. You may call me Echo. I'm a construct from Utopia. Echo? The purple-haired girl looks a little tense. Gently closing the door, she makes sure that no one can spot her inside the room before saluting you with a complicated greeting salute like she did during the day. Rule Government's Rules of Etiquette, 3rd edition. I'm here to propose an alliance. It counted to be meticulous with my manners. An alliance? I want you to lend me your strength to take down Utopia, Aurora Squadron's secret laboratory base. She looks up at you, her eyes ablaze with resolution. Yet somehow you still sense a hint of uncertainty in her expression. Aurora Squadron sounds like a military unit, but you do not recall such a team in Babylonia. You said you came from Utopia. What is Utopia? It's the series from how many years ago? British TV series. Echo hesitates upon hearing your question. I've never heard of Utopia or an Aurora Squadron. She pauses for a second before slowly speaking again. Utopia is one of Aurora Squadron's bases. It is a large laboratory base. They routinely report to a place in Babylonia called Corona. Ah, there we go. Now you're speaking languages we understand. You must have heard of Corona, given you're also from Babylonia, Graven commanded. If you lend me your help, I will let you keep all the contents and data from Utopia after we destroy it. Corona? Could the Aurora Squadron be Corona's private force? You did hear about private military units being deployed by some Corona leadership when you were on Babylonia. Why do you want to work with me? She could have easily bargained with Babylonia directly with information like this. Hearing that, Echo frowns, her fingers jittering uncomfortably by her side. I'm looking for your help because I've heard your name mentioned by a lot of people. They all spoke highly of you. They said you have a heart of integrity. That's it? I'm out of options. I have to bet you believe me. As for Babylonia, I can't seek Babylonia's help because I'm being pursued by them at the moment. Pursued by Babylonia? Could it be... you're Corona's escaped test subject? Or should I call you Lena? You must have also received the notification on the Corona test subject that the Purifying Force is after, commanded. The Corona test subject is armed with special weapons and is highly dangerous. Do not engage if you encounter her. Report to the Purifying Force immediately. Please be careful if you run into her, commanded. Liv has warned you about this before your mission. Lena, an Iris Warbler member, was captured by a mysterious armor-like test subject in Constellia before disappearing. The incident caused quite a stir within the task force. Oh no, I don't want to shoot her! She puts her hands up, indicating that she has no intention to attack. I'm not Lena, even though I was indeed one of Utopia's test subjects. But I'm not your enemy. I can't easily explain the relationship between Lena and me, but everything will be clear once we find Utopia. I'm just here to ask for your help. I'm running out of time. I have to find Utopia, and I must find her. Babylonia's people are close. I found more trails of the Aurora Squadron after I left the conservation area this morning. I can't let them find me. I have to do this before they catch me. That's why I'm hoping to offer the experiment data from Utopia in exchange for your help. She bites her lips and stops speaking. It's hard to make a deal with an empty promise. Chrono, the armor-like test subject, and the large laboratory base. But it's military or Corona. I love Asimov. Whether it's military or Corona, they always withhold some information when sharing data with the Science Council. The only way to completely crush the hub is to prove them. It is wrong from the roots. If this contract is telling the truth, this may be a desperate but crucial move in Asimov in your plan. Still, it's unwise to ask so hastily. The incident in Constellia was mystifying, and intel regarding the escaped test subject Lena has been clearly obfuscated. Still, those are not good enough reasons to start working with this unknown construct. So, I have information regarding the missing persons, and I know they're related to Utopia. You mean... most everyone in this conservation area knows that the Grey Raven Commandant is coming here to investigate the missing persons. I can offer you leads. I'm certain Utopia has something to do with the missing persons. There were often constructs or humans joining us when I was living in Utopia. Some of them came willingly as they sought a life there, while some were taken there. Can you prove what you said? I can take you to where one of the branches of Utopia is based to find those missing residents. You know, we did press an emergency button on our terminal to summon Lee, and he's just not here yet. I know this conversation's going fine, but Lee sure is taking his sweet time. Because normally Lee would be here in like a second. Also, let me just quickly throw my, I have like a hoodie. I'm taking off and withdraw it. Nice shot, me. He got lost! I mean, to be fair, that is the most accurate explanation for it, so... I can't possibly tell you everything at once. This information is my only leverage. The girl before you seems to be taking extra care with her words. Work with me and I'll slowly tell you everything. Everything about Utopia and the Aurora Squadron. Otherwise... She looks up resolutely. You should know that I'm the only person who knows Utopia intimately enough to lead you to their secret base. The construct looks at you, unfaltering. Is she trustworthy? If she is one of Kurono's, what's her objective? Laying a trap to capture you. Still, being an escaped Kurono test subject is a precarious position to be in, this situation. Back in Constellia, the mission assigned to you was to retrieve the test subject, and the Purifying Force was clearly tasked by some to destroy the test subject before you and Vanessa made your move. Abby. Sika? The young commandant looks concerned as she organizes the reports in the Constellia. I can't help but feel weird about the final report of this mission. Is it because of what happened to Lena? Yes. Something about it still feels wrong. Lena only encountered the Corona test subject because she was protecting us. However, why could she connect directly with the Corona test subject when she was a Caravan member? Why did the military show no doubt whatsoever in her identity and issue the arrest warrant immediately? Is it possible that something's wrong with Lena's identity? I don't want to cast any doubt on it, but... You're just speculating, not doubting. Sika seems to have been trapped in this uncertainty ever since she came back from Constellia. The timing of Chrono's appearance, the Purifying Force's entry, Lena, the Chrono's test subject, a report like behind clearance. She presses her brows, worriedly. Maybe you should trust your gut feeling. Sika ponders on your words. You're right. I shouldn't agonize over it much. Lena's part of my team at the end of the day. I need to find out her whereabouts. But my hands are tied right now, and I can't investigate any further. Can I ask you for a favor, Abby? Yeah, of course. Looking up, Sika becomes her usual self once more. Shoot! If you find out anything about Lena when you're on the surface, please don't report it to the Purifying Force immediately. Contact General Wells or President Hassan directly. We can't let Lena fall into Corona's hands. It's just my speculation, but for Corona, Lena may be the most important key in this situation. I'll consider it. Why can't we not trust her? I trust her immediately. But I can make a temporary alliance with you. I'll reserve my judgment on you before the mission's over. I might contact Babylonia at any moment. That's good enough for me. I'll prove myself to you. Receiving your confirmation, Echo looks visibly more relaxed, even though she's still trying her best to look steady and collected. You give her a temporary terminal as a way to contact each other. Having confirmed when to meet you in the future and how to contact you, she quickly steps out the door and leaves. Commanded, took your time, Lee! Lee leaps into the room through the window on the side dexterously. He has been guarding outside the door since he received your alarm earlier, but you signaled him to wait instead of charging in. Ah, I see. Should we trust her? The timing of her appearance is quite convenient. You just arrived for the investigation of the missing persons, and Asimov's message came merely a moment before Echo showed up, claiming herself to be one of Corona's test subjects. Very convenient indeed. Still, we can't just leave her like this. If the Purifying Force finds her and sends her back to Corona, Babylonia will lose an important bargaining chip. I didn't seem like a chat from Corona. She felt too inexperienced to be a Corona-trained soldier. Her perception was so bad she couldn't even detect my presence. And why would she call herself Echo if she was Lena? There were too many questions surrounding her. I don't think we should work with her, Commandant. That's what makes me more curious about her intention. If the missing persons from the conservation area are related to some plan from Corona, though risky, this move may prove extremely valuable later on. Even if this Echo is lying, she must still know something about the people who went missing in these conservation areas. How else could she come up with a companion and happen to travel through all these areas related to the missing incidents? I still think it's too risky. Lucia isn't back yet, and Liv is still helping with the reconstruction of Constellia. And this construct has never shown up in Babylonia news, but... I lasted so long without stuttering this much, and now it's coming. It's getting to me. A quick break and a sip of water, and then I'll continue. There we go. And this construct has never shown up on Babylonia's radar apart from that time in Constellia. To work with such an enigmatic figure. I still have you with me. That's not a reason for you to take the risk on your own, Commandant. But it's indeed an opportunity. If this gamble pays off, you will have taken one of Corona's laboratories. If not, you'll still be able to bring the Corona test subject back to Babylonia. I'll request an extra support. In the meantime, be extra careful. I will. Means of improving? You're right, actually. Doesn't mean I'm improving. Outside the conservation area! Believing that she's returned to where she secured the armor unnoticed, Echo sits beside the armor while fiddling with a temporary terminal from the Graven Commandant with her eyes lowered in deep thoughts. She can feel the Commandant did not fully trust her. That is fair. If such a legendary Commandant from Babylonia trusted a random construct stranded away, Echo would have felt even more uneasy. It is fine. She does not need trust. She only ever has one goal. She will destroy Utopia. I see. Let's go. Babylonia. Dim light simulated by the weather system shines through the windows of the conference room in Babylonia headquarters. The morning meeting is coming to an end. An oppressive air fills the room as Nicola frowns while reading the remaining few reports. Any news on the Corona test subject? Not yet. The task force on the surface is investigating along the way. There have been a few sightings of a purple-haired is such a hard thing to say. There have been a few sightings of a purple-haired construct here and there, but nothing concrete. And the Purifying Force? Nothing from them, either. Isarius's team is still searching on the surface. Things are complicated down there. Even by casting a wide net to search, it's still going to take some time. Expand the search party. We have to retrieve the construct before Corona does. That test subject represents something more than just Corona's secret research. If we were to take this opportunity to reinstate Iris Warbler, we can't. We have to be careful not to rattle them. Not to mention the finessing WGAA had to do to keep Iris Warbler around. Some people from the Parliament were even hoping to make use of Lena's disappearance to disband the squad for treason. Even though everyone knows the real reason why they didn't want Iris Warbler to be reinstated. Nicholas sneers. Undoubtedly, some people would love for Iris Warbler to stop being associated as the discoverers of Constellia. Wells flips through the report on the terminal. Strikehawk is investigating the border of the... Strikehawk mention? Is investigating the border of the Clean Zone. Most of their teams are carrying out missions. Disregarding the official squads. What about Scarab? They should be standing by in Babylonia. Short hope from Scarab went missing in their previous mission. Our locators show his last known location being flooded by the red tide. We've sent drones to search the area. No body was found, but it's confirmed that there was no possibility of survival. The military is marked Shortall's KIA. Discord has been assigned to Scarab to fill the vacancy, but I won't suggest sending them to the surface right now. What about Dark Ares? Ares? Ares Shepherd? Sorry. No one's frame is clear! Dark Ares have received their assignment and entered the Clean Zone, stationing there. Dark Ares. It's still too risky to send them given their precarious ties to Corona. We should assign them some simpler missions toward the outskirts of the Clean Zone for now in case we need backup. And we've received the security footage from Constellia. Lena seems to be connected to the defectors. I recommend issuing a double warrant on Lena, a possible defector just in case. You want to arrest Lena? Her identity? She can only be Lena. Containing it within the strife between Babylonia and Corona would give them more grounds to bring back that test subject. We'll go with that for now. What about Lucia from Grey Raven? She's still being monitored, but the Science Council has already determined that nothing is unusual about her. We're just waiting for the Control Court to complete the final steps for the ruling. As long as everything is progressing normally. In that case, we'll wrap up the meeting here. Contact me if there are any updates. He stands up and opens the door, only to find a young commandant who seems to have been waiting outside for a while. Sika? General Wells. Sika salutes him. Is there any news on Lena, General? Unfortunately, there's nothing yet. I believe I can go to the surface and look for her whereabouts. We're both from the Iris Warbler, and... We've talked about this many times already, Commandant Sika. Commander Nicola, I understand why Iris Warbler can't be deployed, but Lena... It's good that you care about your team, but we mustn't be too impulsive. Time will come. Be patient. He pauses for a moment before heading back to his office in silence. Outside the oh, it's you again. Outside the conference room door with the flickering in use sign is a man in a colorful shirt. He leans casually on the wall of the walkway, waving at a woman stepping out. Hi, Rebecca. Working today, huh? Rebecca looks briefly disgusted upon seeing Norman, but she quickly smiles and professionally, after sighing. What can I do for you, Mr. Norman? Your birthday's in a few days, isn't it? I prepared a small gift for you. I hope you like it. Norman opens up an exquisite box he has hidden inside his cuffs and reveals a pair of beautiful earrings. How did you find out? I'm still capable of getting my hands on a piece of intel or two. Collins. That guy just doesn't know how to keep his mouth shut. Two members from the control court walk past them, seemingly accustomed to this scenario. They even nod at Norman with a hint of encouragement in their eyes. Well, this ruse of yours has given you a legitimate reason to approach us. You're still being very conspicuous. Rebecca's smile still looks the same from the outside, but her eyes are filled with loathing. It's okay, this is worth nothing to my family. Pretending to passionately pursue Rebecca, the debauched son of the Norman family never fails to show up outside Collins' office with proper reasons. Get in. Collins is waiting. Don't forget to make an appointment next time. Rebecca sighs before quietly handing the gift back to Norman. But he shakes his head. Keep it. I meant to give it to you. Our birthday's today and we're celebrating no matter what. Happy birthday. Norman does not seem to be joking, so Rebecca takes the gift once more before stepping aside to watch the smirking man enter Collins' office. It's not my birthday! Not even close. Hearing the door... Oh, it's Collins. Hearing the door open. I'm lagging a bit, aren't I? Yay! Internet issues. Yay! Am I fine? Oh, I want to try and fix this. It's not my birthday, chat! No! Well, I can't fix it, so we just have to deal with me being a little bit laggy. Yippee! Internet issues. Hearing the door open, Collins lazily opens his eyes and smiles. You and your tricks, Norman. A shame that Rebecca doesn't seem to be pleased with it. Enough with that. You know what I'm talking about. Norman smiles before taking out a piece of scrap paper with the coordinates of Conservation Area 109 on it. Trojan has arrived in Conservation Area 109. She will do her best to delay the task force and the purifying force from finding the test subject. Colin scratches his chin dismissively. How trustworthy are the coordinates? As trustworthy as our friendship. Well, that's something to look forward to. If she finds the test subject, she'll bring her to a place I've arranged. I wouldn't count on it myself, however. I'm happy as long as she can delay them for a little while. And what's next for you? Are you just watching from the sidelines, or are you... Well, you started the fire, and I don't mind adding fuel to it. I'll get you what you want, after all. After all, Norman Corp still needs someone irreproachable to lead them, doesn't it? I'm gonna sneeze. I love my internet dying as well. Why does it kick me from my internet if my internet is still in the list of Wi-Fi networks available? I will not understand. I will never understand. Why is it not letting me join if my... Ah, there we go. Colin stresses when he says the word irreproachable. Don't make it sound like you don't want to benefit from it. Of course. Only a fool wouldn't exploit such a good opportunity. Not to mention it's about time someone cleans up Pikmin's mess. You have to be quick, though. I don't know how long Trojan can stall them. Norman stands and nods, preparing to depart. Remember to contact me if your people find out anything new later. Collins waves as he smiles and puts the piece of paper with the coordinates inside the pocket of his favorite suit. Certainly. I'll tell you about Rebecca's favorite dessert next time. How about that? Norman smiles in response to Collins' jest. It's a deal. It's not my birthday! We see my mouse with the sneeze record. Why am I not moving again? I'm on the internet. Ugh. Chat. My internet hates me. In September, this won't be a problem because I'll have wired connections. Just gotta wait until I'm gonna get my do it for her up. I don't know why it's so bad today as well. Hasn't been this bad in a while, but it's fine, I guess. I've got my do it for her open on my second monitor, so I'll look forward to this instead. What do you mean unable to join the network? What do you mean unable to join the network? You're on the network! What do you mean? I love technical difficulties. Right, well, it's fine. Should we just keep reading anyway? So September, eh? The morning air clears any feeling of tiredness. You stayed up late discussing your next course of action with Lee last night, and you still feel somewhat drowsy. Craven Commandant? The girl with purple hair is knocking on your door with a straight face. Just call me Evie. Is that your name? I should still address you as Commandant, even though I'm not Babylonia construct. She performs another complicated set of gestures to greet you, which looks slightly different from the ones she performed yesterday. The courtesy for mornings and evenings are naturally different, and so are the greetings for meeting the first time and the second. Noticing your confusion, she explains. I'm on the internet! Why is it not working? Ah! We good? Well then, let's investigate Conservation Area 112 today, just like we discussed last night. I've planned our route. Do you wish to confirm it? Of course. Receiving a confirmation, Echo picks up a branch from the ground nearby and starts sketching on the floor. This is the conservation area. We'll take this path. Where's your terminal? What is it? There's a map function in the terminal I lent you yesterday. You take the terminal from her and swipe a few times, projecting a simple topographic map before you. It can even do that? She turns away, probably hiding her embarrassed for you. My plan route goes through here, extending to here. She traces 2 paths in the map, and you can tell that she has considered them meticulously. So much so that she can practice possible enemy locations and areas to avoid. Very detailed. Echo clears her throat before carefully inquiring. Will you bring others with you? The gentleman from yesterday, perhaps? It's not necessary. No, I want Lee to come with us! Despite how much he protested, you convinced Lee late last night to not accompany you, but to follow closely to back you up when needed. If Echo's indeed Corona's trap, you may plant an element of surprise this— Oh, I see. Let's go then. The construct with purple hair steps outside the room without hesitation. Watch out for the Oris Squadron over there! This new way of doing the overlays is really cool. Why are they here? This is the tactical analysis lens Dr. Pittman once equipped on me. It can get some information on the enemy through analysis, but I haven't used it for a long time. Holographic goggles activated. I love UPV models. What do you think UPV stands for? Suspicious target found. Zoom in target area. Starting data analysis. Start comparative analysis. Target model Aurora Bastion XI? Is that a 6? Target charging status. Remaining energy about 75%. Target firepower status. Unknown. Target confirmed. Exiting tactical analysis. Exiting tactical analysis. Not exciting. Exiting tactical analysis. Target confirmed. On top of the mountain ahead. Or a bastion is very dangerous. We have to destroy it. The guards won't come after us as long as we don't alert them. We need to save our strength to fight the machine. I can't get its firepower status through analysis. What is that thing? How'd they manage to get it here? Destroy the Aurora Bastion on top of the mountain. I see. Didn't notice me. Didn't suspect a thing. Honestly, if people hear like there's a contact with purple hair they'd be worried about, and everyone just ignores me. I'm the master of stealth. Where did everyone go? Our mission is to get this Rory Bastion to near the conservation area down there. not to take a walk. Wait, hey! You, over there! Where are you from? Intruder! Assemble! Assemble! Protect the Ori Bastion! Oh, now they've seen me.
Restoring order! Drop your veil of ignorance! Restoring order!
Uh-oh. I can't move!
Restoring order!
Oh god, the dodging is gonna get kind of weird. Kind of funky.
Restoring order! Drop your veil of ignorance!
There we go.
Let our determination cut through the darkness!
It's never gonna get old for me. The dual voices sound so good.
Restoring order!
Nice.
As long as darkness still prevails, we will keep moving onward.
Echo breathes heavily beside you, struggling. Even with your help, the effects of the interferences on her mind are still going to take some time before they wear off. Why? Why would that thing show up there? Should we retreat to the conservation area? I could still fight. With the ambush here, we now know the destruction of the conservation area must be related to Utopia. Stick to our route and we should arrive at conservation area 112 tomorrow morning. There's an abandoned outpost ahead of us. Let's rest there tonight. As Echo explains the arrangements, your terminal suddenly rings. You open the terminal to find a new announcements from Babylonia, the first of which is... Former Iris Babylonia is suspected of defecting. Under the announcement is a blurry photo in which a figure stands next to the armor holding Echo. Kiesel? They photoshopped her! Lena didn't defector collide with any defector. Echo frowns and interrupts you angrily. That construct was indeed the one who took Cecily away from me. Cecily and me away from Concelia. He saved me because he believed I had potential to become a transcendent. We parted way after I regained consciousness. Why? If Echo wanted to take revenge on Corona while being hunted by both Babylonia and Utopia's Aurora Squadron, she could have easily chosen the defector's assistance. No particular reason. We just hold different principles towards things. Righteousness and justice. Do you think they exist in this world? But the things you experience, not enough to open your eyes. Only power is external. You can only achieve the things you said if you have power. What a naive child. Go if you want, I won't stop you. You'll die in the righteousness and justice you so insist one day. He and I are seeking different things. You claimed you're not Lena. Yet all you've just said now is from Lena's perspective. Echo never fails to look melancholic when she mentions Lena. I met Lena back in Utopia, but she didn't defect, and I never used her identity to collaborate with any defectors either. She helped me tremendously and taught me a lot when I was in Utopia. All I want to do is destroy Utopia and find Lena. Do you have information on Lena? We got separated when we escaped, but I'm sure she didn't die. She told me she would escape. Lena was a member of Caribou, which is a squad directly under Nicola's command. You've only heard that each member held different identities, but no one's ever known the truth. Is Nicola aware of Lena's disappearance? How did Echo replace Lena and enter Constellia? Why is she so desperate to find Lena now? I didn't clarify it in the beginning because I would sound guilty no matter how I described it. But everything will be clear once we find Utopia. This still sounds like an empty promise. I'm sorry I can't offer you any more right now. But I know that Babylonia probably wants to take advantage of my identity as a test subject. Justice is bound to echo through the land. When Utopia is destroyed and the Aurora Squadron receives their deserving demise, I will go to Babylonia with you. That is, if we uphold the current alliance. I know Utopia has been researching the mind, but I didn't know that he was capable of this already. Recalling the weapon you encountered during the previous fight, you have indeed never heard of something that could directly interfere with the construct's mind. I need you to connect to me to stabilize my mind so we can enter Utopia. As for the questions you have on Lena, me, and Aurora Squadron, I'll slowly tell you everything, just like I promised. Your terminal buzzes again. It's Lee's message. He has checked the surroundings to confirm Echo is not intentionally leading you towards Chrono's trap. I need you to trust me. We're just using each other to get what we need. The purple-haired girl's eyes glisten with resolve. You'll get the intel on Utopia and the Chrono test subject, and I will find Lena and destroy Utopia. pleasure working with you. You interrupt Echo seemingly just before she's about to make a speech. From the information you've gathered so far, there's an unquestionable connection between Echo Aurora Squadron and the flying fortress named Utopia. Any new information you can get from her will certainly help Asimov's in your plan. And how will Project Winter and Aurora Squadron be linked? When we stop to rest tonight, tell me your story then. That's going to be a long one. Utopia was a wonderful place. I've lived there for as long as I can remember. They took in many children and constructs. Some constructs formed the Aurora Squadron, while others were charged with maintaining the operation of Utopia. The person in charge of Utopia was Dr. Pickman. Dr. Pickman made many rules for Utopia, teaching us about truth and justice through beautiful songs, telling us we must follow them so that we could contribute to the world when we grow up. Devote everything to kindness and love. Never disregard what is righteous. Walk in the path of wisdom without arrogance or faltering. Be fair, be just, be humble, be prudent. You're here, Doctor. Alysa, did you study hard today? The scrawny middle-aged man watches the young child lovingly with his golden eyes. Of course! Didn't I tell you that I'm gonna be the best prefect in Utopia? I know the Utopia protocols like the back of my hand. Good girl. Should I reward you with your favorite snack during dinner? The orange-flavored one you love? Thank you! The man with golden eyes smiles as he leans down and pats young Alyssa on the shoulders. I know Alyssa's gonna be the best of us. It's almost time, Doctor. I almost forgot the important thing. Come with me for a second. There's something I need you to help with for the experiment. Yes, Doctor. Pickman nods at the teacher, and the teacher immediately puts down the textbook and follows Pickman out of the room. Adults in their business. Her lesson interrupted, Alysa puts down her book at a loss. But study time isn't over yet. What should I do? I'll go find Cecily! Cecily has the best stories. That also counts as studying, I think. Having ruminated about what to do, Alysa happily decides the plan for the rest of her study time. Inside Utopia, a couple of convicts are standing in a quiet corner, focusing on their work. Good morning, Cecily! Alysa intentionally lowers her voice as she carefully runs to a construct with long purplish grey hair. She holds her skirt up slightly and performs a complicated curtsy. Alysa? Is your class over already? If this is the same Cecily as, you know. I will do a deeper voice for her. The female construct named Cecily smiles and gently tucks away her hair before she reaches out, performing a curtsy in return and gesturing for Alysa to sit down. What did you learn today? Teacher didn't teach anything new. We just revised the Utopia protocols today. The teacher got called away halfway through class. I suppose there was something important that needed to be done. Cecily looks down, complicated emotions flashing past her eyes. I see. How about I tell you a story? Yeah! Do you remember where we were last time, Alysa? Little Alysa was gonna look for her brothers. Poor Alysa. I wouldn't have known what to do. Right. Alysa ran into an old woman in the woods. The kind woman told her about the 11 crowned swans swimming along the nearby river. The old woman gave Alysa some fruits and guided her to a winding river ahead of them. Hiccups, goddammit! After saying goodbye to the kind woman, Alysa walked along the river until she reached the beautiful ocean. The waves from the ocean produced 11 white swan feathers. When the sun was about to set, little Alysa saw 11 crowned swans descending from the sky. Alysa raises her hand to indicate she has something to say. Alysa, do you have a question? What does the ocean look like? Cecily pauses and tucks her hair away again before holding Alysa in her arms. The ocean is where many rivers and streams converge. It is endless and boundless, so expansive that it looks like it will go on forever. I've seen a golden ocean when its rays reflected the morning light. I've seen a pink ocean during the golden hours of twilight. I've seen its water at its darkest blue during a storm. Whoa! Alysa listens to Cecily's description longingly. You'll see the ocean one day, Alysa. She smiles as she caresses Alysa's forehead. Really? Like Alysa did? Of course. Little Alysa held onto her kindness and purity, which is why the evil queen's toad magic failed to take hold. She could only reunite with her brothers in the end because she never gave up. So, there's nothing you need to fear as long as you let nothing change you. Justice is bound to echo through the land, and eventually... The door to the room opens and a female construct enters, subtly poking Cecily. Nada! Alright, Alyssa. We'll end today's story here, okay? I have to follow Utopia's rules and do my job now. Okay. Despite how much she wants to keep listening to Eliza's story, Alyssa nods cooperatively. Goodbye, Cecily! Goodbye, Nata! Alyssa jumps down from the chair next to Cecily and performs a standard salute before departing. Ah, I forgot my book! Alyssa realizes she's forgotten something before she walks out the door. Turning around, she notices Nata saying something to Cecily. Cecily, you know full well. She's just a kid, Nata. She doesn't understand anything. Don't blame a child for this sin. We should be the ones working hard. Forget it. I was being rash. Alyssa's a good kid. Have you found those people? Do any of them show any inclination to escape this place? Pigman has been too good to them. He's basically flawless, providing food, sufficient water, plentiful care, and fair rules. They will see Pigman as their savior, believing that he is sincerely building this place as a real utopia. Or at least a lot of internal information on the lab, but they wouldn't believe it. Yeah. There are enough supplies in this place. Food, sufficient water, fair rules. Who can say no to these things in this day and age? Does he not love everyone in this utopia sincerely? He's done plenty indeed. He even punished the leading figures who caused the disturbances only because they disrupted Utopia's order. Cecily, don't get angry. These are the truths. But you know Zika... I know, which is why I'll think of a way. There's no use rushing, Nata. Have you gotten the code to the door outside? I got it. I placed someone they'd never think of. I'll arrange what happens later. Don't be impulsive. We will escape this place with Zika and Arabella. Justice will eventually prevail, won't it? Enough for these lies for children. We wouldn't have been in this hell if it just existed. Nata pushes the door open angrily and leaves. Huh. My teacher told me not to interrupt people's conversations, so Cecily had left by the time I knocked on the door. I didn't understand what Cecily was saying back then, but now... She must have thought about leaving as well. Unfortunately, I figured it out too late. Although Echo's sadness seems genuine, you cannot let down your guard just because of a short story. Cecily. You seem to have seen this name before. Was it from the annual list of deceased constructs or somewhere else? If Cecily was a Babylonia construct, there must be a file upon her, on her up there. Echo lowers her head slightly. Fabled armor-like chrono test subject sits right beside her, gently touching Echo's shoulders. Why would they want to escape if Utopia was that good? Dr. Pigman even sounds like a rare altruist from Echo's descriptions. Food, sufficient water, plentiful care, fair rules. Even Babylonia cannot guarantee those to everyone that homes in a conservation area now. Why would those constructs plan to escape if that were the case? I was the cause of all these sins. Utopia might not have existed if it weren't for me. And they wouldn't have had... But that's another story. Rest. We still have a long way to go tomorrow. She fiddles with the campfire, and the surroundings grow dim. I see. I have theories, but I don't want to say them just yet. I'm holding on to them because I think it's gonna explain it soon. These chapters have been like short and sweet so far, and I kind of like it. Anyway. The dawning sun rises above the horizon, aligning the silhouette of Conservation Area 112. It's right ahead. Is everything okay? My mind is hurting a little bit. I guess it's the after effect of yesterday's interference. It's nothing major. Let's keep moving. Babylonia has registered Conservation Area 112 as a hetero creature ambushed conservation area, and now post destroyed because of hetero creatures. Only a few residents who went out to gather supplies managed to escape. Everyone else inside the conservation area, including the task force that went to help, did not survive the incident. It was a while before some remains were found in the nearby field, but even those could not be confirmed to belong to residents from Conservation Area 112. However, if Asimov saw records of the conservation area in the internal experiment records from Fort Winter, is the destruction of Conservation Area 112 related to Utopia as well? I can't remember exactly, but Utopia did take in a lot of people every once in a while. Some of them were humans, and some were heavily injured constructs. I occasionally talked to them in between classes, All our embers, they seem to come from many different places. Conservation areas, Forsaken, even Babylonia. Cecily came from Babylonia, as a matter of fact. For some reason, she always shook her head with a smile when I asked about Babylonia, as if she was upset. Ugh. Echo presses her forehead again. Your mind is still in pain? Yeah, but it should be nothing severe. Let's take a break. Sounds good. Surprisingly, Echo does not protest your request to rest for once. You choose a somewhat cleaner spot by the road to sit down. You take this time to send Leo the information you've gathered from Echo's story and ask him to encrypt it before sending it to Asimov. From what you've gathered, Corona likely has a secret force called Aurora Squadron on the surface based in a flying fortress called the Utopia. Dr. Pickman was apparently in charge of Utopia, and Utopia took in some constructs from Babylonia as one of them was named Cecily. Would Corona really create a place that was meant to take in injured constructs and folks from conservation areas out of the kindness of their hearts? No. No, absolutely not. You quickly finish editing your message before calling for Echo to continue their journey, but you hear the humming of the armor instead. Echo? Cecily! No, father, no! A mind interference. You hear a little buzz from ahead of you and notice a drone equipped with a mind disruptor. Leah's nearby. You immediately message her for reinforcement while inspecting Echo's status. Echo? Echo? Commandant? Echo seems somewhat conscious. Hunted Asimov through the encrypted channel. Hey Asimov, what's going on, bestie? Abby? Speak quickly. It's risky to contact me this way. How to stabilize the mind being interfered with this way? Want me to diagnose this through a call? What kind of magical doctor do you think I am? Well, a good one! Do it! Briefly describe the mind disruptor. A device that attacks the mind directly. Asimov finally sounds intrigued. If she's still conscious, connect her and enter her deep mind. Try to stabilize her from within. But it's risky. After all, you have to perform a deep mind connection with her using your mind beacon. No one knows what exists in the mind of a construct Babylonia hasn't registered. How did you get involved with her? This is a temporary alliance. A temporary alliance. She asked me what we want. Look how he goes. God damn it. If you can bring Echo back to Babylonia before the punishing... Oh, shoot. Before the purifying force does, you'll be a step ahead of Corona. It's dangerous, but it's plausible. Be careful. Bring me a sample of that mind disruptor device. I have to hang up. Call me on this channel again if there's an emergency. Asimov ends the call. Can you hear me, Echo? Echo struggles to respond to you. I have to establish a mind connection with you to stabilize your mind. Echo raises a finger, indicating that she's ready. Commencing mind connection. Ooh. I see. Huh. Another cutscene! 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 Come on, I want to see this. The cutscenes have been killing it today. This is the Utopia lab. Echo. Cecily, is that you? Shh, we don't have much time. Let me tell you some small secrets about the mind. Left control in 1. The mind is a complicated structure. To here you can regain some information you forgot. Left control +1. When you're lost, remember to find your path here. During the effect, you can attack enemies in the mind to force them into fights to find a way out. But you have to be careful. This is the depths of your mind after all. Forcing fights could easily lead to a mind collapse. Cecily, Go. I'll always be with you. Let's walk out. Ooh, I've controlled Q. The routine check is done. Among these children, 6 samples are qualified to enter the next round of cultivation. I found their minds show a higher fusion rate. Professor Blank thinks it's due to physical fitness, but I don't think so. After inquiring about these children, I found they all grew up in the same orphanage and received the same education. Does that have any effect on the mind? Let's give birth to a new theory. Alysa's the best. Ah, I see. The best? Is this the best, you said, Father? You asleep? Sleeping on the job like this, wow. Some Project Cathila materials were modified. Those kids were dead and she was also destroyed. Do you care about these meaningless data now? Cathila Project, she? Father, how many secrets do you have? Anything about experiment by Dr. Pigman? I see. Can't leave, kinda, yeah. Guess I'm gonna pick a fight with this guy. Come here, you. Let's pick a fight. Or not. Let me for some reason. Disable of supplies. I'll have control and cure. If we could abandon these naive ideas and take another look at the previous experiment from a broader viewpoint, these are failures through and through without a doubt. I was working in the wrong direction right from the beginning. Thankfully, I still have time. The mind is a deep subject. I'll come up with a satisfactory answer one day. These are the most important memories in this section of your mind. Grieving's planet's mind connection has stabilized your mind. You can stay here a while longer. Would you like to leave or stay in the mind to explore for more information? I've already found everything, haven't I? Mine is now stable, Echo. Looks like you're out of danger. Now the mind is stable, you can select to recall any memory of a specific time or specific place. I know this is possible. After all, this is your mind. Don't worry, I'll protect you. I think I've got everything. Just do what you want to do. Must be a snowfield. Wait, we can explore more! Oh, wow! I want to explore then. The gate is closed, perhaps to be open different some other time. I'm gonna will be any new. Okay. So let's call the memory of noon. We leave now? Seems to be a snowfield. Let's leave. Snowfield is this way, to the snowfield. Interesting. Finally time to get some fresh air. Utopia is a nice place. Well, it's a game time for the kids. Do you wanna join them? Sure. Let's play. Have you found the 3 kids? I need to find the kids, okay. Where are the kids? Where can we run off to? So this is the boundaries of this area. Found one of you. Huh? That's impressive, lady. You still have a child's heart, Echo. More kids this way? Aha! Huh? Ah, how did you find me? One more to go. Where's the last one, you guys think? Ah, found it. Already. Oops, you got me. Now I found everyone. Hey, you got a strong instinct. Utopian construct indeed. Kids, so much for game time today. No, you played the game, so you deserve a reward. Huh? Is that so? I don't think to give her as a reward. Me! I found this painting the other day when I was reading Utopia verticals. All you have to keep the painting is rewarded being the winner today. Aw. Wait, huh. This is the painting of your father. Return to the lab. Yeah, fast travel the maps. Second floor of Utopia is a living area. Interesting. See the second floor. I need to go pee. Should I go pee real quick? Do you remember seeing some memories in the mind? What time is it about?
Have you heard anything about the experiment with Dr. Pickman?
Go pee quick. I will. This is not gonna by Lena. I have to figure out a way to get in. The mind is complicated. Probably, but time is wrong. Let's come get another time. Okay, let's control the time then. Oh, oops. We're on new. Wait, what time are we at right now? Evening? Is this right? Go pee. I really need to go pee. If I leave it on this screen, you guys can enjoy. No, okay. Well, let me go through it first. Don't be careful leaving this as your mind. It's not the right time to go inside. Okay, so you need to change time again. Is it night then? Mine, it hurts. Kill them all.
Restoring order! Drop your veil of ignorance! Assault could end here! Corrupted night must end in light! Restoring order! Drop your veil of ignorance!
You dead? You're dead. Cool. It's safe to go through now. Lena, what are you trying to tell me? Call into the vent. What does ventilation pipe lead to? The gate. Have I ever walked through it? If I say Warframe... Attention! Insufficient authority. Please find a base guard to get the ID card and password to get through. Oh, we need to find a base guard and password now. These are... Mind Fusion Experiment Record. Performed a mind fusion on 2 subjects who were forced to relinquish their survival instinct. Rejection rate observed 64.4%. For a mind fusion on 1 subject who was forced to relinquish their survival instinct and 1 subject willingly relinquished their survival instinct. Rejection rate observed 48.7%. For a mind fusion on 2 subjects who were both willingly relinquished their survival instinct. Rejection rate observed 25.9%. Conclusion. A strong correlation was observed between the rejection rate and subjects' will to live in the small sample experiments. Need to increase sample size for further research. Due to weakening of subject will in samples is also necessary. We also be staying in the mind for too long. It's time to leave, Echo. Okay, we have to leave now. Oh, that's a cool animation. Right. Let me take a pee break. Envy is peeing BRB. I'll literally only be like a second. I really need to go pee. Like, really need to go pee. Don't go anywhere. I don't know if you've gone somewhere. But, I'll be back in a second. I just really, desperately need to go pee. Okay, right, I'm gonna speed run. Place your bets. Get your timers ready. 3, 2, 1, go! I'm back. Don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at me, but. I'm not dead. No, it's basically right. A funny little story. Breakfast was the first meal I've had in like 48 hours. I thought I really need to go pee, and I didn't need to go pee. But what it actually was is I'm thinking it was just my body's not used to digesting real food. So, I was in a lot of pain, so I was like, do I need to go pee? No, my body isn't used to digesting like proper food. So that's a good sign. Don't get mad at me, chat. I'm sorry. Echo sits abruptly, clutching her forehead in pain. How are you feeling? We almost shut down the mind destructor from afar, but the after effects are not likely to subside anytime soon when it comes to mind interferences. It's no big deal. I just remembered some things, and those weren't pleasant memories. Recalling the memories she saw in her mind, she finds it ironic the songs and just as an order replaced with the journals of the Mind Research Project. A place. It used to be different. It should have been. What should it have looked like? The good she remembers mixed with the ugly she never recognized, forming a series of chains that have confined her tightly. Calm down. Echo looks to be in great pain and the armor begins to produce a strange hum. You can't help but feel Echo has a really close tie with the Corona test subject. Right, I'm okay. I just need a minute. Taking a deep breath, Echo looks slightly less pale. Having made sure that her mind is not greatly deviated, you begin to sort out the bits and pieces of information you glimpsed in her mind after getting Echo's permission. Utopia has been performing illegal research in the mind this whole time. No wonder they can produce so many devices that can directly interfere with the mind. But what is the connection between Echo and Pikmin? Was she one of the samples? Echo quiets down upon hearing your question. No. He adopted me and raised me, letting me call him father. He's your father? Echo's Pikmin's adopted daughter. Such an intimate bond. With this new clue, you cannot help but reevaluate this temporary alliance you have with Echo. I knew you'd react this way. However suspicious or doubtful you are, this information should verify part of what I told you. I hope that's enough to convince you to uphold our alliance. The seemingly well-behaved but chaotic children, the mysterious journals, and everything else seem to suggest that the laboratory is more than meets the eyes. Has Utopia always been like this? It wasn't like this at first. Pikmin, I mean, used to be loving and patient, and he'd take us to play on the deck. I don't know how he became the way he is now. Echo quiets down suddenly. Yeah, Corona's always like this. I don't think it's a sudden change. I think Corona's always like this, and I think they always have been like this, and I think someone is in denial. Echo quiets down suddenly, probably recalling the research journal she saw in her memories. Was that really the case? Or was his kindness always a facade? Those journals from your mind were all written by Pikmin. Yes. He used to bring me with him all the time when I was younger. I probably saw those journals back then. He didn't avoid me when I was working. I don't know why I have no recollections in any of them, but that should be it. If Echo's memories were accurate, why did the penmanship look kind of familiar to you? You seem to have a similar signature on a report before. You still remember another square man with golden eyes. Mr. Corona, please hurry up. You're gonna be late for the meeting. Corona? When I still remember Corona, I met him in person and also accidentally came across his data file. I thought he was the one on the board of directors, but it turns out his name was just a coincidence. Could it be him? The doctor's name coincidentally appeared on your inspection report during your confined treatment? John Corona mentioned! Certainly one of the Corona members of all time. Right. Has Ficken told you anything about Babylonia? Never. He left for scientific exchange occasionally, but he never mentioned the outside world. Is something wrong? I'm not sure yet. Echo turns silent again. She seems to have encountered layer after layer of mysteries. Each time she lifts a layer, she would find the answers behind it written in blood. What a poetic way of writing that. Every discovery would burn her with another shackle filled with sins. Devote everything to kindness and love. Never disregard what is righteous. As if the things I insist on are a joke. Her voice sounds desperate as if she's suffocating. We'll chase down every lead no matter what. Right or wrong, the truth will be revealed one way or the other. Rest. We have a long way to go tomorrow. Echo quiets down again. leaning on the arm as she closes her eyes. Near Conservation Area 109. The vehicle outside the conservation area seems to have waited there for a while. Trojan approaches it from nearby, travel-stained. The deal was no work during my break. I'll have to charge him triple my hourly rate. I'll let Mr. Norman know. And here's the vehicle and the equipment you requested. Although it's naive to think that this thing can help catch the corona test subject, I suppose it's better than not having it. What happened with the information I told you to spread? It's out there. The Purifying Force didn't seem to buy it, but seeing they did not lose their target, they had to send some of theirs to investigate the conservation areas that decided to construct with purple hair. Expand the spread of information towards the center of the clean zone. It'll be easier to deal with the rest if we manage to draw those people away. The unknown construct leaves after Trojan communicates the plans forward. She opens the door to the vehicle and turns to look in the direction of Conservation Area 109. That's enough money to retire if I manage to capture the corona test subject. Whatever. Trojan grumbles before sighing and stepping into the vehicle, leaving Conservation Area 109 behind. I see. Hidden stage unlocked. Ah, that's interesting. Okay, we'll continue with the in the order of the numbers. Okay, so we'll do 7 next. Babylonia, general staff conference room. Well sits in a corner in silence. The air in the room is still as frozen. A frozen lake. Abby's into Conservation Area 112 as planned. Conservation Area 112 is about time to restart the investigation on Silver Falcon. Wells looks up as if triggered by a keyword. He takes out the badge with the sharp edges from his pocket, a silver falcon eager to take off from his palm. Silver Falcon. Has the proposal to restart the investigation finally passed? The report on Fort Winter has records of Conservation Area 112 on it. They suspect the two were related, as they prove in the investigation. The mission briefing back then. Silver Falcon immediately went to the surface after retrieving reports of corrupted Hetero creatures' activities. The objective was to protect the residents of 112 while eliminating as many enemies as possible. It was a standard mission, but they never came back. By the time I found out, every member was listed as deceased. An entire elite squad was decimated in such a simple mission. Yet no one suspected any wrongdoing, not even me. Was no one suspicious for real? Wells. Cecily, Nata, Arabella, Zika. Is this belated justice even necessary? Wells goes quiet. Hassan, wait a second. Hassan wants to offer a few words, but he has no idea what to say. Right then, they hear a knock on the door. Come in. I finished analyzing part of the research data we retrieved from Fort Winter. From what I can tell, their research direction was twofold. Twofold? Mind fusion and mind replication. There isn't much I can find out in the former, as mind replication was the main objective of Fort Winter. I've come through all their known database, but I haven't discovered anything else in mind fusion. Mind fusion? I proposed this idea before, but there's no actual experiment data in Fort Winter. From the texts I could analyze, Kronos proposed something even more extreme upon the foundation of mind fusion. They theorized that one of the requirements of the Ascension Network used to filter sentence was a powerful enough mind. If they could expand a mind to... that's why they want to fuse minds. I see. I see. If they could expand a mind to include as many consciousnesses as possible, they could create a powerful enough one that could approach the Ascension Network with a greater chance to become an Ascendant. Is that really possible? It's completely unrealistic based on the current theories. But then the purifying viruses, punishing viruses beyond the scope of our understanding. Remember the two contacts in Strikehawk? Kamui and Kamu. Chrono has no doubt acquired special means through many unconventional experiments. Judging by how the mind of the two Strikehawk constructs are fused, Chrono's research on this area is apparently quite mature. So my answer to your question is I can't confirm it's possible. If they are indeed conducting this type of experiment, I was just looking into the records of the defecting and missing constructs. Babylonia constructs would be the best test subjects for them. Walls has gone silent. I think he knows. Asimov returns to the Science Council after the meeting. His terminal rings and he receives a seemingly normal report on a construct frame. Tapping the screen of his terminal, he finds the details of the report listed one by one. Aurora Squadron. Kronos private laboratory. Compatibility between minds. Is that what comes after for Winterfile? Minds are more compatible if they live in the same social system under the same rules. Minds that can highly identify with the same set of mundane rules, fundamentally capable of passing the Ascension Network's filtering. It doesn't matter. This file arrives just in time. He deletes the browsing history and thinks for a second before opening another chat with a window on his terminal. Huh. Oh, they even asked someone's understanding of the mind is hell if I know, yeah! But that's just, like, I love Asimov in general, like, he's great. There's no one inside the aircraft before you. I can lead you to search inside to no avail, as it appears to have been abandoned for a while. This is the flying fortress? It looks a little different from the massive flying fortress Echo described. Utopia is a fleet of flying fortresses. This is only one of the smaller ones. If necessary, the flying fortresses can be disassembled, leaving just the large one in the center. She cautiously bends down and inspects the tracks on the ground. Lena was here. This here, and this here tracks she left behind. She must have been here before. Seems to have been abandoned for a long time. Lena once taught me to read secret codes their squads used. I found it. Here. She left behind clues in the next location she was going to investigate. Echo's about to look closer at the hidden codes when static noises suddenly appeared from the abandoned, seemingly defective control panel nearby. Alysa. Some audio device seems to have been activated, and you hear a rasping voice all around you. No, that's impossible. It's been a while, Alysa. How have you been? It's getting warmer now. Your cooling system has some issues, so don't forget to repair it. You can come find me. I'll make all your little problems go away. I'll never go back. Stop pretending. Why are you doing this? Devote everything to kindness and love. Never disregard what is righteous. Be fair, be just, be humble, be prudent. Wasn't that what you taught me? Why would you betray Utopia? Didn't you write those rules yourself? Every fine rule in Grand Vision has prerequisites. Above these foundations are a separate set of rules, obviously. Everything has a price. Did I not teach you that as well? No, it shouldn't be this way. Our Utopia never changed, Alysa. One day you will understand what your father has done. Just like they did, you will become my true family. Who are they? Oh right, you're seeking information on your friends, aren't you, Alysa? Is it Lena from Caribou? I remember her. She was a special one. Stubborn just like my little Alysa. So you had a lot of fun together back then, didn't you? Or is it someone from earlier? Nada from Silver Falcon? She was a bit of a bookworm, wasn't she? Ah, confirmed. Yeah, I thought so. With how Wells went silent, I was like, yeah. She was a bit of a bookworm, wasn't she? I kept telling her not to read so much. They were more or less useless. Or is it? Enough! Alysa. The raspy voice starts laughing unabashedly. One day you will know what great work your father has been doing. If you want information on your friends, there are a few backup files in this control panel. You can take them with you. But remember, I'm right in Utopia waiting for you. The voice disappears before Echo can speak again. Echo? I'm alright. Didn't he say there were backup files in the control panel? Let's go find them.
I'm riding with a co-worker and we're almost 2/3 RDS done with our route so far, but I'm surprised Debbie is still streaming. Uppies, please.
I'm not strong enough for uppies! Thank you such a cosmic super chat, thank you! When did you start, bud? If your truth is done already. I don't know if that's quick or slow. Is that fast? Also, yeah, I'm still streaming. I'll be probably streaming till I finish this story. Which is like... we'll see how long it takes me. Frozen, let me know. Oh, no, I'm frozen now. It's all good. I don't know if you can see me right now, because sometimes you say you watch like audio only, but I'm moving down. That's good. Have fun with your route. And thank you so much again. Sorry, my brain is spaghetti today. I got distracted by like the trying to work out like how long you've been on the road for. Anyway, that was Pigman's voice, wasn't it? Yes. I didn't leak our location. I don't know how he found me. I know you did. I appreciate it. Lee's been monitoring the surroundings during the entire operation. He has not detected any suspicious signals this whole time. I can't understand him. You're going to refrain from this topic, but Echo starts talking unprompted. Utopia when I was little was genuinely a wonderful place. It was like the paradise written in the books. A place where everyone lived in harmony. But I don't even know when he became like this. I never broke those rules even after I left Utopia. I thought Utopia would return to the way it was if I kept following the rules and defending justice. Was I wrong? Echo looks up, her eyes brimming with tears. Everything has changed. She quickly wipes away her tears and turns to look at you. I'm sorry, I shouldn't be saying that at a time like this. The control panels will share common passwords. I remember a few of them. Let me give it a try. Her fingers tremble as she punches in the wrong codes a few times. The control panel buzzes, alarmed. Echo. What's wrong? She hastily wipes her eyes again, trying to hide the trails of her tears. Justice itself isn't wrong. But I don't know what to do anymore. What even is justice? Aren't you doing a great job? I'm doing a great job. Remember when we first met outside the conservation area? We helped the woman who was being bullied. She could be a child's mother or an old man's daughter. Echo helping the woman could mean a full meal for a whole family. Even when she does not know what justice is or what she should do, protecting the weak is already an act of justice. Words and concepts are never clear. Knowing your desire and doing what's right is good enough. Is that so? Echo still looks a little lost, but her fingers have stopped shaking. Inputting a code again, she unlocks the control panel. I'm through. A folder sits alone on the screen. Clicking on it reveals document after document. Each document is a detailed file on one of Echo's friends. Everything from their basic information to their hobbies and interests. So I'll give you a TLDR that plots apart in this chapter. Okay, so basically, this is Echo. Echo's real name is Alysa, but she doesn't like the name. Echo has a robot called Cecily. And also she's trying to find her friend, Lena, who she assumed the identity of, when she was in Iris Warbler. Because they were part of a experiment run by Chrono, in a place called Utopia. And Lena never made it out. And Alyssa is convinced that Lena is still out there, and now we're trying to find her. And also she's currently got like an arrest warrant on it. Like everyone's after her right now because they are Alyssa is a escape test subject from Chrono. So Chrono's like, oh, this Lena person with purple hair defected. And now everyone's trying to get her, and we're helping her trying to get on Utopia. Yay! There's the TLDR. The details. Father. Dr. Pickman was very nice to everyone. He even remembered everyone's birthdays and interests. Everyone in Utopia liked him back then. Can sentiments like that really be a facade? And his information is here! Echo opens up the file titled ET-0215, Lena. Construct Squad Unknown attempted to infiltrate the out-of-flying fortress of Utopia multiple times. Current status missing. That's great news! Lena's alive! Based on the direction she was going to investigate, this is the place. Thank you, TLDR. If you have any questions, you can just ask. Like, this chapter's been really good so far. It's also like a really cool, like, voiced cutscene. It's great. Oh, shoot. I'm zooming. Am I good? Yeah, I'm still good. Opening the holographic map on a terminal, she pinpoints a new location. Near Conservation Area 107. Another conservation area with a header key to relay to missing persons. This is no coincidence. We shall rest here tonight before we keep going. Until then, let me continue the story of Utopia. I was the cause of all these sins. Utopia might not have existed if it weren't for me. Dr. Pickman was always doing experiments, and he would occasionally ask for our help. Although we didn't understand what he was doing, we were all happy to lend a hand. Oh, by the way, Chrono's also doing like an experiment on like merging and fusing minds together. That is more context that you might need. He encouraged us to become constructs when the time was right, saying that constructs could help more people. Therefore, I kept going despite how difficult the process was. He was really happy the day my operation succeeded. However, Cecily! Look! The operation was successful. I'm also a construct now. I'll be able to work with you in the future. Alyssa? You agreed to be a construct? I did! Father said I'd be able to help him complete more work and enforce the rules in Utopia if I became a construct. I put a lot of thought into picking this frame. Cecily, what's wrong? It's nothing. I'm just too tired. You become a construct. It may not be a bad thing. You should have a better shot leaving this place. Leaving this place? Are you saying we'll go on a mission together one day? I look forward to the day as well. Yeah, me too. Cecily's smile looks forced. Did Dr. Pickman say anything else? He mentioned you. Father took me to a physical examination after the operation. And he said all my data looked good, just like yours? Yep. Now it's all coming together. Do you remember how earlier Sato said there was a robot called Cecily that she has? Yeah. Yeah. Huh. I think it is right. Kura has this great writing style where they give you all the pieces of what's gonna happen, and then watching everything unfold is like watching a train wreck in slow motion, and you can't do anything to stop it. Like, you know what's gonna happen. But anyway, they said something about initiating the final plan. What is the final plan? I asked him about it, but he just said it was a grown-up thing. He said it would make us a real family, but I didn't understand the rest. I see. By the way, where's Nata? She told me she had a book she wanted to recommend to me, but her roommate told me she was gone when I looked for her in her room earlier. Did she leave Utopia? Yes, she did. She was the last one. Cecily, are you feeling unwell? Should you go see a doctor? I'm alright. Cecily smiles with relief as if she's made a decision. Leaning down slightly, she caresses Alyssa's forehead just like the countless times she did in the past. Cecily? Alysa, do you remember the fairy tale I used to tell you? The princess named Alysa? Of course! That was my favorite story. No matter how dangerous or difficult it is, there's always hope as long as you have righteousness and kindness in your heart. Is that so? Keep it in your mind, Alysa. There's nothing you need to fear as long as you let nothing change you. Justice is bound to echo through the land, and eventually... Several researchers are busy working inside the Utopia laboratory when Pikmin opens the door and walks in. Is there a problem? Yes, Doctor. A rejection reaction appears whenever we try to fuse different minds together. This marks the 58th external test subject, and the extracted consciousness still reject each other. The rate of rejection is decreased, but... it's fine. Failure is inevitable. Every path to truth is paved with countless failures. What about the samples from Utopia? We developed them, we deployed them, and your direction has proven accurate. The rejection rate of that batch lowered to 27.25%. But didn't you say... Don't worry, I found the solution. We finished preparing the test subject we're going to use as the vessel. To lower the chance of rejection, prioritize planning the consciousness shard from our Utopia test subject in the vessel's mind. As long as the vessel is steadfast enough, we'll be able to cultivate a mind that is strong enough. Father? Alysa, what is it? The new group of residents is misbehaving. They weren't happy with the resources they were rationed, so they took other people's food and water. But we allocated those resources according to the rules. Alysa complains angrily. And Pikmin just looks at her compassionately. Those are not important anymore, Alysa. Father? Alysa cannot believe her ears as a father disregards the rules he used to care about the most. You can decide if you think it's wrong, Alysa. Do what you want to do. I have to work on the experiment now. This is a very important one. If it succeeds, we'll become a real family. On itch, oh god. Bringing out is signed by Pikmin. Alysa disciplines the disruptive residents harshly. Those who injured others have received half rations and are exiled to the Alma's part of Utopia until their conduct improves. Everyone receives a set amount of rations and can work to get extra. How can they take from someone else? Today's work is almost over, but there's still time until the break. I should go find Cecily. She should be able to tell me the story of Alysa if she has time. Cecily? Walking past a laboratory that has never been opened before, Alysa suddenly stops in her tracks. She can hear Cecily and Dr. Pikmin talking inside. Have you really made up your mind? I still think it's a little bit of shame. I was going to save you for last. Although her data is more suitable to test subject, you fit the vision I have in my research more. Only a mind that has gone through enough hardship can be strong enough. She isn't there yet. If I'm more suitable than her, like you said, why didn't you choose me in the first place? After all, Nata and the others are my teammates. However you put it, I'm the only one that can be the core. Perhaps you're right. Do you want to take a look? Our future Utopia? What are they talking about? The door's already open. Peeking through the gap is not technically... Alysa carefully widens the gap a little bit, peeks inside, where she sees Cecily calmly standing next to an active suit of armor. So, Nata and the others are all inside now. Do I finally get to see you again? Nata, Zika, Arabella. She touches the armor's shoulder lovingly. Don't worry, life stops for all of us here, so none of us will age or die. This is the ultimate utopia. Ah, so the robot is actually several consciousnesses then. At least he claims it to be. Huh. Cecily chuckles ambiguously. Any other preparations? You can see them now if you want. That's it then. Cecily! Alysa has no idea what they're talking about, but she senses danger intuitively. The smell of blood spreads like a rust soaked in rain. Alysa opens the door regardless of the consequences, running towards Cecily. Alysa? Shouldn't you be... Cecily is specifically chosen to do this during Alyssa's work hours. Alysa never arrives late or leaves early, so why is she here right now? Go back, Alysa. What are you doing? I'm too tired, Alysa. I'm just going to rest. Don't be scared. Remember what I told you? Justice is bound to echo through the land. The storm might have invaded this size, but the sun will shine on again one day. But I probably won't make it to that day. I'm sorry, Alysa. I'm just too tired. Please allow me to be selfish this one time. See more of this world for me, if you would. No, Cecily! The memory ends here abruptly. I don't remember what happened afterward. That was the first time I found out what Dr. Pickman was doing. He was conducting a horrifying experiment. And the most important ingredients for his experiment were Cecily and me. Devote everything to kindness and love. Never disregard what is righteous. He made those rules and he broke them as well. He always told me his experiment was going to make us a real family, but I didn't know. Echo quiets down, looking mournful. So this armor. She's Cecily, but not entirely. Inside the armor are a lot of consciousness shards. Some of which are quite damaged while others wake up from time to time. Cecily is acting on instinct most of the time. They classified Cecily as a bioweapon. Most people who tried to connect to her were devoured by the enormous mind. Only I can establish a connection with her. Hickman didn't know why either. Neither did I. She's protecting you. Perhaps. She wants to protect me, but I just want him to travel this sun-kissed world with me. This is kind of horrific. Huh. There's been a wave of new hetero creatures attacks around here recently. Several convicts who went out patrolling disappeared, and the people inside the conservation area are rightfully scared. Hey, you there! Don't move! Who are you? Babylonia Task Force. I'm here on a mission. You should have received a notice from me? The staff member inspects your identification thoroughly before opening the door on the side. Small groups of people gather inside the conservation area, muttering and discussing something. Seeing Echo and you approach, they'll pretend nothing is going on, and cautiously disagree. Disperse! Not disagree! Why do we disagree? Something's amiss. People in the conservation area under Babylonia should not have reacted this way when they saw commandants sent here to investigate. Back in the other conservation areas you were investigating, some were glad to see Babylonia's arrival, while others were mad that it took Babylonia so long to send someone there. But none of them were this alert, as if they are all protecting a secret. It should be fine, I think? Doesn't seem too strange to me. Doesn't the first chapter of the regulations of conservation areas emphasize the importance of remaining alert and being cautious of outsiders? I don't see what's wrong with how they're acting. You're quite the expert! The regulations of conservation areas are written into a thick tome. You wonder how she managed to memorize every rule on it. I just thought the book was great referencing material, so I read it a couple of times. She's just like me! The systems written there were different from what I've learned. Did you used to learn things like this as well? We all learned from the same book before Utopia changed. Inside the book were all the rules we needed to follow in Utopia. It's different from the regulations of conservation areas. Similar, but not the same. Utopia's rules emphasize fairness and justice, kindness and virtues. It requested us to treat our people kindly and respectfully. The rules were so loving they didn't seem to belong to this era. Meanwhile, the regulations of conservation areas warn us about outsiders and refugees coming from beyond. Utopia's rules didn't mention anything similar. Utopia's rules taught us to find Dr. Pittman if we ran into problems. He would help us solve us everything. Lena said that was wrong. Dr. Pittman couldn't possibly help everyone this way. But Dr. Pittman said he wanted to create Utopia on Earth. A place that was peaceful and decent, fair and just. Somewhere people could coexist lovingly. But Echo stops talking. Didn't Lena's message mention what she planned to do here? She mentioned seeing Corona's people around this area. And she was coming here to investigate. It's those people. Echo quickly pulls you away to hide. Not too far from the other side of the conservation area, sends a group of people in strange uniforms. Those are the combat uniforms of the Aurora Squadron. What are they doing here? You sneak towards them while hiding in an alley. The Aurora Squadron soldiers say something to the residents, and the residents all drop the tools in their hands to follow the soldiers away from the conservation area. A few soldiers lead in front while the rest bring up the rear, as if worried the residents are going to run away. What are they doing? An obviously external force entering the conservation area should have alarmed the guards. That's why they're not here to stop them. Let's follow them. Right after they leave the safe zone of the conservation area, the soldiers begin to create strange trails of fighting on the ground. That's... the hetero creatures. Time's running out. Go after them. Let me stretch real quick. Maybe that's why I feel in pain. Oh. No, that's not. I just feel in pain anyway. Abandoned village, temporary Aurora Squadron base. I still think this is a good place. We could have stayed in Babylonia's conservation area. You have to work for supplies there, but at least they're clean. Things you get without doing anything. Is there really such thing as a free lunch? Let's go back, it's getting late. This is different, they promised us. They promised us food, water, food, and warm clothes. I don't want to go back, I don't want to work so hard for only a few supplies. Who cares about justice? I just want free bread. Hey, what about you? Are you staying with Asker here? I don't know. But I'm starving too. Hey, I don't care about those things. I want food, I'm so hungry. Is that the Babylonia commandant? Quiet. We don't want to get caught by them. Let me get you out of here. They seem reluctant to leave, but... Please give me one more time, I have to bring them back. I promised their mother. Who's that? Maybe who are these two? They're from Babylonia. Maybe why did you do this? I have to enter Utopia, no matter what. I'm gonna live the kind of life they described. Hey! Don't tattle on us! It's putting me to the meeting point. Hey! Hey, careful.
Stop your veil of ignorance. Restoring order.
Good Halion.
Restoring order. Stop your veil of ignorance.
Thank you. Hey. We helped. Now to the point, right?
Restoring order. Stop your veil of ignorance. Rend the earth. Let our determination cut through the darkness.
Nice. Next area. They were Babylonia! Don't let them get away alive! Residents they took away while in this warehouse.
Restoring order! Drop your veil of ignorance!
Well, we can help.
Restoring order! Restoring order!
Come here, friend. I can't seem to attack right now. There we go.
Restoring order! Restoring
I can't attack. It's not letting me attack right now.
Drop your veil of ignorance! Restoring order!
Oh well, it's fine.
Let our determination cut through the
Come out. Yeah, me neither. It's so cool.
As As long as darkness still prevails, we will keep moving onward.
Okay. To your surprise, the residents saved the El Capi after you chased the Aurora Squadron away. Damn it, did we miss the chance? Why would you do this? The gentleman promised us water and food and warm clothes. Those things came with a price. They're going to experiment on you. No one cares! The gentleman told us we could become their family as long as we followed their rules. Why would you stop us from entering Utopia? Those people have left. You can't go to Utopia today. Go back to the conservation area. It's late now. This place isn't safe anymore. Disappointment. The disappointed resident glares at Echo, but Echo ignores him as if she's used to it. Do you really think such a good thing exists? Certainly! They promised us! We just need to follow them! Let me have a sip of water real quick. Most of it went on me. I barely swallowed any water, it just all went on me. Yay. You wanted to follow them because you want to live, right? Who doesn't want to live? You think if only big shots like you deserve to live in this world? We also want to live. Bandits and soldiers fight. Farmers farm. Everyone has to work hard to survive. The conservation area offers the same if you work hard. Water, food, warm clothes, and more. And I've stopped moving again. So September, right? Let me fix this. Let me go real quick. Do you really want to be their family, or are you just lazy? You... Accusing others won't get away from your own problems. You already believe what she said, don't you? That's what they stayed instead of running away with their Aurora Squadron. The willful man walks away angrily, no longer berating Echo. He joins a few of the residents and begins their way back to the conservation area. A few are missing. Did they leave with the Aurora Squadron? Yeah. They were stealthy and joined the soldiers as they left hastily. Echo lets out a quiet sigh. Some people are definitely seeking an easier life in this world, while others are at their wits' end, no longer motivated to go forward. Instead of an easier life, it's more like a way out. Stop overthinking it. I've stopped moving again! Damn it, I literally just fixed it! Echo sighs again. Right. I haven't thanked you yet, Commandant. It's alright. When I escaped Concelia and decided to look for Lena, I found a bunch of conservation areas like this one. You mean... Freeman doesn't give up on his plan, taking advantage of the mobility of the Flying Fortress to build many incomplete utopias like this everywhere. I'm on the internet, why doesn't it let me... There we go. Usually you indoctrinate the residents by enticing them with plentiful resources. You tell them they can become their family if they follow the rules, and the well-behaved ones can enter the Utopia. I saved some residents like them before, but none of them believed a word I said. You were the only one who spoke up for me. Thank you. Remember the story you told me? Justice is bound to echo through the land. Don't be afraid, Alysa. Justice is bound to echo through the land. The storm might have invaded the skies, but the sun will shine on again one day. Something to worry about. Even when the rules here begin to crumble. Even when you're trapped in this quagmire. At least you're still alive. You can still dismantle everything. There's no time to waste. Let's go. Blurry memories linger in her mind. Something has been shattered in her heart, only to become the foundation of a stronger wall. Echo? OMG, hi, Cecilia! Yeah, what's that meme where it's like, the world is darkness, there's no hope in the world. And it's like, OMG, blank hi! That's like me with, Cecily. Sorry, I got carried away. What were you saying? They can follow the trails of Aurora Squadron to their base. Time is short, let's go. Yeah, let's go. Claim this, yay. It's late at night. Soldiers of the Aurora Squadron have entered the woods before you. In order to keep an eye on them, Echo and you have set up a simple camp here. They've stopped. Their base must be nearby. Are you scared? I'm not. It's just the closer I get here, the clearer some memories become. Back then, right after Cecily passed. Why would you do that, Father? Alysa? Is something wrong? Alright, I can give you 10 minutes. The doctor in a white coat smiles gently as he looks at the time. Are you here to recite the Utopia protocol to me? Or someone violated one of our little Alyssa's rules? You know I'm talking about Cecily. But everything to kindness and love. Never disregard what is righteous. Walk the path of wisdom without arrogance or faltering. Didn't you make those rules? Experimenting on Cecily. With the kindness and love? Is that righteous and just? Of course, Alysa. Vivian smiles assuredly. It's the most wonderful place. Somewhere even better than our Utopia here. Everyone can live together happily there. Everyone gets to wield incredible power. It's the most wonderful thing, Alysa. But our research is incomplete. Once it's done, everything will be great, even greater. Alright, I still have some things to do. Go play by yourself. He smiles as he pats Alyssa on the shoulder before quickly stepping away, leaving Alyssa by herself. No, that's wrong. That is wrong. She keeps repeating the same phrase helplessly, despite her heart telling her that everything Pikmin said was wrong. The education she received fails to refute those reasons. Is that really right? Do righteousness and justice, fairness and order look like this? Alyssa, what are you doing here? We just took an match of constructs and we can use some help. Shouldn't you be working today? I see. I'll head there right now. Arriving at the door, Alyssa sees a few constructs approaching her. Soldiers from Aurora Squadron were walking behind them as if escorting the constructs. This is Utopia! Those people don't get to come here despite how much they want to, so you're lucky. He realized that only Utopia in this apocalypse. Psst. Why didn't Babylonia move here if this place is so great? Babylonia is nothing compared to this. You should treasure what you have here. I don't know anything about treasuring, so why don't you let me head back? You can't come back if you leave. Who would want to come to a place like this? You! He said to say something when he sees Alyssa approaching. Alyssa, I'll leave them to you. I have other business to attend to. Be careful. This Lino could lead in group as a troublemaker. I thought all constructs volunteered to come here? Well, yeah, she was heavily injured and we rescued her, so she has to pay us back, so to speak. Fairness, am I right? Nothing's free. I see. You can go take care of your business. The soldier hurriedly salutes Alyssa before running off. Alyssa returns the gesture promptly before turning around and looking at the constructs they just took in. Hello! My name is Alyssa. I'm in charge of moral education here in Utopia. You can come find me if you need anything. Hypocrite. A sharp voice interrupts Alyssa. How moral can a secret chrono laboratory be? Enough with your crocodile tears. You caught me, so I admit defeat. But don't you brainwash me with your morals. But as if they saved you and brought you back here because you were badly injured. Then lets out a disdainful sneer. Yeah, whatever floats your boat. She looks daggers at Alyssa without saying another word. Night has fallen by the time Alyssa is done helping the newly arrived constructs settle in. Long overdue for maintenance, the ventilation system in the public area screeches in painful creaks. Alyssa sits in Cecily's favorite quarter, her mind a mess. They said they saved Lena when it was so obvious that she was brought here against her will. Who was lying here? You need to see everything with your very own eyes, Alyssa. People's words need to be taken with a grain of salt. You need to see things with your own eyes, and listen with your own ears. See things with their own eyes and listen with their own ears. Keeping her eyes slightly closed, Alyssa replays in her head what's happened recently. Utopia has grown increasingly tense since Cecily passed on. Her father has upped patrol around the gate, and Utopia has seen an influx of voluntary newcomers these days. The people she has just received mark the 4th group today. Which is why she's starting to entertain the idea of having a conversation with that construct on by Lena. She seems to know a lot of things that Alyssa's never been told. Such as Chrono and how people see this place as a laboratory base. Past midnight, in one of Utopia's flying fortresses, Lena keeps her eyes partially closed, feigning sleep as she observes the patroller outside and quietly leaves a mark on the wall behind her. Never she thought she'd find herself in for a ride like this while trying to track down Chrono's research base. What exactly is Chrono doing here, though? Does Babylonia seriously have no clue about this research base when it's so big and obvious? 1 step, 2 steps. The patroller stops in his tracks and starts having a conversation with someone. Hello? Huh? Didn't see the construct from the afternoon. They claim to be in charge of Utopia's moral education. Well, what brought you here? Your rooms aren't here, if my memory serves me correctly. I wanted to talk to you about this chrono and laboratory base you mentioned earlier today. You have no clue as to what those even are, even though you live here. Good job trying to trick that out of me, but I'm not going to tell you anything. I'm not tricking you to tell me anything. I'm just trying to figure things out. Everyone here knows this place is Utopia. Does that chrono have anything to do with it? Without saying a word, Lena fixes her gaze on the construct before her. The caribou specialize in tracking and spying. Being a caribou herself, Lena naturally has these skills down to a fine art. It appears this construct called Alysa doesn't have a full grasp of what's going on at this laboratory base. This is a laboratory base! Except Lena can't rule the possibility she's just playing dumb to pry things out of her. I have nothing to say about that. She squints her eyes again and looks away from Alysa. I need to go now, but I'll be back. Alyssa does a complicated salute before turning around quietly and leaving. It's been 10 days since Lena arrived in Utopia. On the cover of night, Lena documents the landscape of this place as part of her daily work, noting that these flying fortresses do not stray forever. Do not stay forever at one location. They can be disassembled and reassembled if needed, which spells trouble. Lena is trying to come up with a way to get out of this place. Right when she comes back to her room, however, she hears a quiet voice coming from the other side of the window. Lena? What are you doing here again? I assigned you this room because I passed by during my night patrols here. How was your day today? When Lena hears a few quiet rustles of clothes coming through the window, she can almost picture Alyssa doing her complicated salute even without seeing her. How did they manage to raise a child so pure and naive in a place as messed up as this one? You've been standing sentry here for 10 nights in a row now. Don't you feel tired? I feel fine. Work is work, and they don't really want to do night patrols here these days. According to Utopia protocols, we're supposed to look out for one another, so they could do night patrols in this place. Are you stupid or what? Well, I was hoping to learn about Corona today, if you don't mind. And while we're at it, why do people call Utopia a laboratory base? Do you really have no clue what's going on here? I mean, they're in vivisection with contracts here. What else can it be called? An orphanage home? But that's not all they are. Are you really that naive? Anyone here, and yes, that includes you, could be the next guinea pig. Why do you think they only take people in but never let them out? Have you ever set foot beyond this place? Lena's last question seems to have hit home. All Alyssa knows about Utopia is that it's a gigantic flying fortress flanked by numerous smaller flying fortresses. All she knows is that everyone living in Utopia abides by the rules here, and they can all live happily together as long as they abide by these rules. And she knows the sky is out there to be blue, but the grass to be green, and the ocean to be boundless, and yet she has never set foot outside Utopia. Lena lets out a barely noticeable sigh. Having spent quite some time now observing this girl, she knows for certain Alyssa knows nothing about anything here. I've seen them in the middle of an experiment. Dr. Pigman took Cecily. And I'm going to stop them, because what they do goes against the Utopia protocols. People are supposed to help one another, devote everything to kindness and love, and never disregard what is righteous. I will do what I can to help you and your people get out of this place. Wait, don't... Her words disappearing into the silent air. Lena hears nothing more from the other side of the wall. With a frown, she tries to think of something to stop Alyssa as she hears the same quiet footsteps approaching the wall again. Before Lena even finishes the words, she hears rustles of clothes again. Good night, Lena. The stars tonight, too, shall shine upon your dream. Aww. It took Lena a long time to finally let her guard down around me. She would say hi to me at a recess sometimes, tell me what was going on out there, and occasionally teach me how to shoot with a bow. When she looked me in the eye, I always had this feeling that she was seeing someone else through me. She wouldn't tell me anything. Could she really relate to Cecily? In some way? She wouldn't tell me anything though when I asked her. She only told me what to keep myself safe and never fully trust anyone, no matter who they were. It'd be really kind of tragic if Cecily saw Lena in Alysa, and Alyssa saw and Lena saw Cecily in Alysa. Like it worked both ways. And she trusted me so much herself. Actually, that's like really. I feel like that's just the right kind of tragic for Kuro's storytelling. So, maybe. Against a sky in which stars hang far and wide apart, the low hums the armor emits, reminiscent of alarm calls. Commandant? What's wrong? Your body wakes right up and readies itself for a fight after years of being on the front lines. There's movement up ahead. They're probably trying to make their way back when it's still dark. Let's tag them. Pulling the Aurora Squadron soldiers, you see a black airship towering in the woods in the faint morning light 2 hills later. So this is Utopia. Not as big as I imagined. The whole of Utopia is much bigger than this. This should be one of the smaller flying fortresses out in the mission. Utopia consists of a gigantic flying fortress flanked by numerous smaller ones. Most of the time Utopia stays on land in the middle of the wilderness and is usually not airborne. Some of the smaller fortresses scattered and come down to the ground when they're on missions. Like this. Echo stops cold and presses her hand to her forehead. A minded appearance. Yes, they have probably planted a small armored device somewhere nearby. It was equipped by a minded disruptor. But it isn't something I can handle with your connection, though, Commanded. Let's keep moving and see what's up ahead. With it, the two of you proceed carefully along the perimeter of the woods. A few tents scattered into the small flying fortress, where a couple of refugees and visibly wounded conscripts lined up for some sort of registration. Once verification is complete, they are led into the flying fortress. They're still doing this. Let's try to keep it on the low so they don't see us. I know where the back door is in one of these smaller fortresses. We need to get those people out of here first. I'm still moving again. God damn it! I wish I knew when it happened. I'm on the internet. Why is it kicking me off? Am I fine? Am I good? No. It says I'm on the internet. I don't know why it keeps kicking me off. I know what to join the network. Yeah, I love to see that. Why can I not join the network? Why can I not join the network that it says I'm on right now? I love my internet. It's great. Well, it's fine. I'll keep reading. There's not even any Wi-Fi showing up on the list right now. Ah, okay. Before you can stop her, Echo puts away her weapon and started making her way quietly towards the flying fortress. I'm in so much pain right now as well today. I have no clue why. I think I need to start eating real food. Inside a lab in Utopia, Alysa and the Raven Commandant have reached the flying fortress. I see. Raven turns around from the experiment bench, his golden eyes glistening with a gentle smile. Little Alysa still as impatient as always. But I don't suppose a fruit ever becomes ripe with the justice of life if it isn't nurtured within the hardships of life. Oh god. She's always been the best of them all. By the way, the girl from the other day who tried to pay me a visit but ended up in Babylonia. I don't even know who sent her to me. Seemed quite impulsive, saying that she wanted to join us. Where is the thing she brought with her? Here. The researcher calls up a series of files on the screen. After quickly going through the files, Penguin falls silent. I see. Should I try to get in touch with them? No, we'll stay put for now. Let's wait and see what we're getting out of the next batch of test subjects. Can't play on the table without any chips in their pockets, don't you agree? I believe Alyssa's not gonna let me down, right? He keeps his gaze on the report detailing Alyssa's activities and breaks into another gentle smile. Oh god, it's like my fan is not pointing at me. It's so hot right now. Inside the flying fortress. Navigating the flying fortress is a breeze with Echo leading the way. What hits you as weird though is that all the things here now have place. The sign this place is still under construction. This is where most of Pikmin's men come to rest. Echo quietly pushes open a door. Only to see countless mine disruptors on the other side. It's a trap. The gadgets are no longer working, but Echo still looks in pain. You can only imagine the pain she's going through, having had her mind messed up by interference waves as powerful as the ones that had just hit her. You go hold of Lee and the task force squad nearby and ask them to come down for help. But before they get here, you know you have to help Echo stabilize her mind first. Let's do the deep dive. Calm down, Alysa. Cecily! Look, you're in command is stabilizing your mind out there. Perhaps you can take this opportunity to find more clues. The story in the mind might hold the memory behind the gate. Let's have a look over there! The gate now opens. What's that over there? Judging from the height, it should be okay to jump down from here. This is the same area from Alpha's chapter. There seems to be a machine down there. Let's go check it out. Machine where? Machine here! Here, machine. Brains. These are... Name, Nada. Identity, Babylonia construct, Silver Falcon Captain. Cost, taken during a battle in Conservation Area 1-2. Likes reading and orders books to Utopia. Professor Captain, that's good. I believe they'll be perfect partners again. It's not us. These are... named Cecily. Taken during a battle in Conservation Area 1-2. Allergic to eggs. Please mind when preparing recipes. Excellent construct with strong willpower mind. Said for realizing the escape was not possible. She's still trying to escape, but that's fine, because it takes a strong mind to bear the most beautiful fruit. This file documents things I don't even know myself. Cecily, are you alright? It's okay. This is all the truth you need to know as well. Calm down, Alysa. Where are we going? Oh, they've disappeared now. Watch out, Echo.
Restoring order! Drop your veil of ignorance!
Come on.
Corrupt in night, must end in life! Restoring order! Drop your veil of ignorance!
Come on. Nice. They were all innocent. Don't overthink it. It's just an illusion in mind. But they realized it actually existed. I'll remember everything and bring justice back to them. Gonna climb up. Hey, nice. I'm no longer the one's helpless, Alysa. Let me have a clear look at the things I once forgot. Careful. Mind, it hurts. Kill them all. It's very nice of you.
Drop your veil of ignorance!
So anyway, my shirt fell wet, and I remember that I spilt water all over myself.
Drop your veil of ignorance! Corrupt in night, must end in life!
Echo, you've grown a lot. Let's get going. Leave. Someone's waiting for you out there. Echo's mind is stabilized. She seems to be trying to wake up from her deep mind. Echo! This place isn't safe. You need to get out of here as soon as you can. Come on, it. Can you move? I think I can move just fine. We need to get these people out of here. She struggles to her feet. We can't let Utopia take any more lives. From outside the door, the sound of shots being fired can be heard. Help is here. from Babylonia? What about Cecily? She immediately straightens up, trying to hide their armor. Don't worry, it's a friend. When you open the door, you see Lee in the hall trying to open the door to the room that keeps all the constructs locked up. Commandant? Lee casts you a fan, apparently unhappy with what he's seeing. This is Lee from my team. Greetings, I'm Echo. But still haunted by the pain, Echo insists on greeting Lee with her complicated salute anyway. Commandant, I've rubbed the police constructs who claim they are from Aurora Squadron. To keep us hidden, I've intercepted the signals around here. And according to this log they kept, most of these constructs and humans came here voluntarily. Voluntarily? This is Utopia promised them a future where they wouldn't have to worry about food or anything else, as long as they agreed to become a part of this place. I went through the file myself. Many of them are runaways from some of the other factions who were being hunted down. Some were registered as dead in official records, and others came because they wanted a stable life. He passes you the file before casting a look at Echo, who's doing her best to convince the constructs and humans to leave. I'm afraid she's not going to get the reaction she wants from them. Utopia is like a beautiful dream, one that appeals to the exhausted souls wandering without a home. They might know it's a bottomless abyss, but what does that matter when there isn't anywhere else for them to go? And just like what Lee said, Echo looks back this way, looking upset, getting not a single positive reaction. He'll want to follow Aurora Squadron to search for the actual Utopia. Is Utopia really as appealing as they think it is? No one can resist a promise when it's already driven to the wall. I'm really worried about Lena. Is she going to get brainwashed by Pikmin if she doesn't make it out of Utopia and ends up all alone again? Everyone's going to be able to live happily together forever and ever. Life stops for all here. Someone will age or die. Is she going to end up like Cecily? It's not going to happen. You need to have some faith in her. You're right. There's no way she's gonna fall for anything Pikmin says. I have to have faith in her. He looks up this way, having finished the head count. What are we gonna do with these people here? Take them back to the nearest conservation area first. The task force squad you reached out to earlier has arrived. With their help, the constructs and humans board in groups to transport vehicles that take them to the nearest conservation area. Echo volunteers to go on patrol. After she leaves, Lee stops doing Lee stops what he's doing and looks this way. Purifying force isn't far from here now. From where we are now, Commandant. Who are those after the chrono test subject? Right. Isaris is leading the team. I tried muddying the waters with some misinformation, but there's no telling how long that can keep them stalled. Something that strikes me as weird, though, is that there was another force of trying to muddy the waters, too. Well, we won't be found anytime soon, but I'm having no luck to identify the other force. The purpose is still unclear, and if they ever find... Don't worry. You put in the information you gathered from Echo's deep mind and send it to Asimov in encrypted format. Minutes later, your terminal rings with an encrypted call from Asimov. Go, what you sent me. Is this something you saw in the mind of that construct going by Echo? And some reports of findings from tagging Kama. I see. Would it be possible for you to get your hands on more of this data? I'll still be staying inside Utopia. Utopia? Kronos research base stationed by their secret force. Those cunning bastards. Asimov falls silent when you don't tell him about what Echo's been up to. A moment later, he speaks again. I'll try my best to keep Babylonia out of this, but you'll have to get your hands on that data at Utopia before Babylonia finds out what you've been up to. Take it one sec. Okay, we're good. Shouldn't be a problem. I just posted the data you sent my way and forwarded it to Nicola and Wells. You have no idea where that construct came from. So the data is meant for them to use as a bargaining chip if Corona ever finds out about this. Right, but Wells? Yep, as far as this goes, Wells has been treading very lightly. And so they told me that Wells once had led an excellent squad that they called Silver Falcon. Except they all got wiped out completely doing a simple surface mission. And the mission location was Conservation Area 112. Yep. Oh god, I must have moved again! I thought I fixed it! Please fix. There we go. Conservation Area 112. I remember seeing Conservation Area 112 in a report at Fort Winter. A conservation area destroyed by Hedor creatures is how it was described. But Corona was behind that. You have nothing definite to back that up, but Asimov nods at you. By the way, I sent her data report to the control core a week ago. Asimov nods at you. There's certain things that shouldn't be talked about, even over a encrypted channel. I'll send her down to Earth to look into abnormal samples as soon as I have a chance. You know exactly who Asimov's referring to. That sounds great. It's been so long since you last saw her. That's all I have for now. Let me know if anything else comes up. Asimov hangs up. We might have a much better chance with Ushio coming back to us. But it doesn't mean we'll be fine with you. I'll be fine with you putting yourself on the line. Are you going to keep looking for Lena with just Echo? Yes. Health can be just fast enough when needed. If the three of us find ourselves in the same pitfall, I'll take Lucy to rendezvous with both of you as soon as she can take surface missions. My poor spine. Ow. Let me stretch. Is he coming with us? Echo says as she fiddles with the campfire on the ground. Lee has another mission to attend to. Lee hasn't quite changed his attitude about your decision after your brief discussion, but he stays around for the recon as told anyway. Dr. Pittman is very cautious and he makes sure these flying fortresses are never too far from one another. If Lena didn't make it out of there, we can still save her if we can get there as soon as possible. Dr. Pittman isn't going to go easy on Lena because this isn't the first time we've tried to run away. In a corner of Utopia where no surveillance cameras can reach, Alysa and Lena are trying to cover their movements with books. How exactly do you think you can help me get out of this place with this stupid plan of yours? Lena knows how to sneer, not even trying to hide her sarcasm. Don't think this plan of yours is going to fly. So stay here. I'll try to get out of here on my own and come back with some people to flatten this place and get you out of here. No. Not only am I helping you get out, I'm letting these people walk free too. Alysa casts a look at the after cabin of Utopia out in the corner of her eye. Just as there are people willing to immerse themselves in a made-up fantasy, there too are people willing to speak up and serve the same fantasy. And the after cabin is where they're detaining the constructs and humans who refuse to be part of their experiment. Dr. Bateman has maintained that these people are being detained for violating the Utopia protocols. His listeners come across no evidence of his claim after a thorough investigation. Well, you do know that I know every patrol route here, like the back of my hand. I know exactly where the keys are to the control room. Once the plan is underway, I'll come up with an excuse to get the keys to open the door to the after cabin. The guards are usually most relaxed from 3:30 to 4 in the morning, meaning that we can only have half an hour to act. There are a few emergency tunnels in the flying fortress. I've marked them on this map for you to keep. Says Alysa as she crumbles up a napkin with a messy scribble of a map and stuffs it in Lena's hand. Well, talk about being naive here. Are you seriously going to trust someone with your life when you've known them for only a few months? Lena looks incredulously at Alysa. Are you saying I shouldn't be trusting you after we spend so much time together? You've taught me not only archery, but also recon and anti-recon. What's the difference between recon and anti-recon? Is there a difference? Anyway. Are these all signs of you placing your trust in me? That's not... Looking at the innocent face of Alysa, Lena suddenly feels deflated. Having been betrayed and gotten back on her feet from crippling hardships, Lena thought she'd already built a wall around her, so thick that she'd never trust anyone ever again. This wall, however, seems to be quietly buckling under Alyssa's burning courage, letting us through a sliver of light that shines upon the darkness behind the wall. Lena's made up her mind to never trust anyone again without a pinch of salt, but she's finding it impossible to... A similar expression to what was told earlier by a certain Cecily. Just saying that. Just throwing that out there. She's finding it impossible to turn this young lady away when she's coming on with such persistence. Alyssa's been waiting by her room for one full month already. Maybe that's why she's closed off, because she lost her sister. Ideas. Alyssa's been waiting by her room for 1 month already, bringing her a new plan every single day. We might have started communicating with her for the purpose of learning more about Utopia's internal affairs, but is that really all she has been doing? Lena can have a wonder when she started seeing the young girl like a baby sister. Was it the time Alyssa let her in on her childhood? Or was it when she managed to dodge the guards with Alyssa's help? Was it the time when she told us how to properly shoot with the bow? Or was it... Lena? Alyssa stands up. Though still fresh-faced, she now exudes the valiance typical of a fearless adult. My father is wrong, and it's my duty to help him see that. I'll get all of you the help. I'll help all of you get out of here, with or without your trust. I'll play by the Utopia protocols to pursue my own justice. Lena stops dead in her tracks and sighs at the girl with a frown. Their hair is similar in color, and they're about the same height. Alyssa's eyes are brimming with courage and hope, with which Lena's already lost. Lena finds herself at a loss for words. Just hold your horses for now. I'll come up with an excuse to stop by the after cabin and see if the people in there want to leave. I'll let you know exactly what you need to do after that. Alright. Yeah, I'm starting to suspect my theory has some more weight to it. Pigman has done a great job selecting who to put in the after cabin. Every single one of the constructs and humans in there hates this place's guts and wants to leave despite the second if they could. At night, Alyssa and Lena open their doors at the same time. Operation starts. As per the plan, Alyssa gets the key, enters the control room and unlocks the after cabin. Meanwhile, Lena waits for the people at the tunnel's entrance before reuniting with Alyssa to escape the airborne prison. This is it. After Alyssa enters the command, the after cabin's door light turns green. Preparing to leave and rendezvous with Lena at the tunnel, she notices a notebook on the table labeled Alyssa, grabbing her attention. Is that my name? She opens the notebook thinking it's just a normal examination report, however... Okay. The examination was finished. We found a gem in this batch. She's young, about 3 to 4 years old. The older kids say no one knows where she's from. The girls seem to have just shown up out of nowhere one day when they woke up during their escape. As far as I'm concerned, she's a godsend. Named her Alysa, and I'm gonna replace her myself. I'm going to teach her things and turn her into what I want her to be. There's no doubt she's going to be the best. 6 samples from the run kids are modified and turned to constructs. Experiment shows the fusion rejection rates of their mind went down by a few percent points. Based on all the experiment conducted, my guess is this is due to the fact that they all used to live in the same social orders. With the research grant I'll receive, I'm going to turn my flying fortress into Utopia, while keep all the samples and manage them together. This is going to be my greatest experiment yet. I'll build a spoutless, perfect society and walk away with the best of ingredients. I sent Corner an application for a batch of quality ingredients. People... I did not tell them to send me the ingredients exactly as I asked them to. The best of them all is Cecily from Silver Falcon. She's so perfect in what I currently have, but this is probably the only one that can hope to measure up to her. But I'm just taking my time since Alyssa's still young. Utopia's just gone underway, everything's just starting now. When everything is ready, we will be able to make a contact with that greater being. And that's when all consciousnesses will have become one, allowing us to see one another again. Alyssa, is everything okay? We're by the tunnel's entrance now, says Lena over the communication device. Right, I'm on my way now. She gives her eyes a quick roll before putting away the notebook and hurrying out of the room. Alyssa? Is everything okay? By the tunnel's entrance, Lena casts a frown at Alyssa. Her eyes are red. Alyssa appears to have been crying. I'm okay. Where's everyone else? I asked them to go ahead without us. I thought I'd stay here to wait for you because it's pretty safe inside the tunnel. Not to mention they've got a team of combative constructs with them in case anything comes up. Aren't you coming with us? Let's go. Ready to go, Alyssa bites her lip. Right then, the oversized notebook slips out of her pockets. What's this? Lena quickly helps her pick it up. Inside the tunnel, the pages in the notebooks flap to the wind, coming in through the ventilation pipes. Alyssa looks quietly at the notebook that's now in Lena's hands, making no attempt to take it back. With a frown, Lena quickly flips through the notebook. Are you crying? No, I'm not. Yeah, I'm nice lying there. Putting up a tough front, Alyssa rubs her eyes and tries to cover her red eyes with her hair. It always makes me wonder why my father ended up the way he is today. Is it because of something that someone said to him? Something goes south with his research, or is it because some sort of power got into him? This is something I've been thinking long and hard about since I found out he has killed Cecily. But it never once crossed my mind. The Utopia, this place I've loved with all my heart, was built with such malice to begin with. Utopia's a mistake to begin with, and so am I. Okay, so I don't think they're related, because she would have said something about Cecily if she'd have known. That's not true. Lena pulls Alyssa towards her, goes around a pipe and raises her hand, and somewhat awkwardly but gently touches Alyssa's forehead. Utopia might have been Never mind, the forehead touch! Hang on a second! Utopia might be a mistake, but you aren't. Do you hear that? Hear what? Lena gestures for Alyssa to lean against the pipe. Beyond which roar gusts of wind. Something Alyssa's never heard at Utopia. That's what wind sounds like. And that too is what freedom sounds like. Reaching the tunnel's exit, Lena hops out, turns around and extends her hand to Alyssa. Let's go. Aww. Go where? Do you say you want to pursue your justice? Through the fainting starlight and thinning clouds, the morning sun seems to have endowed Lena with a pair of wings to soar into the sky. Leave this place. This place has always been a mistake, and pursue freedom. Once you leave Utopia, I'll help you apply for a position in the Force, and you'll be able to join me on Earth missions once probation's over. I'll show you all the things you've never seen before. Deserted towns, grasslands so vast you can't see the edge, caves, rocky mountains, and rivers, and oceans. Oceans. As she mumbles, Alyssa reaches her hand out at Lena. No one is born a sin. It makes no sense for you to feel guilty when you played no part in Utopia's wrongdoings. Let's go. Let me show you what the world has to offer. And you and Lena got separated after that. Lena and I didn't make it out of there that time. There were traitors in the after cabin, and only a few of us managed to get out thanks to the temporary squad of combative constructs Lena assembled. Lena, I knows who stayed in the rear were caught and taken back to Utopia. Dr. Bateman came to speak to me many times. He didn't seem to understand why I tried to help those people get out of Utopia. He thought he was giving Utopia his all and was doing the world a favor, and he failed to understand why I couldn't understand any of that. And I tried to run from Utopia a few times after that, but I never made it out without the heavy surveillance that Lena had been put under. It took care to block off many of the hidden tunnels in Utopia too. Pickman was ready with all the preliminary work he had done, and he found this was the best vessel he could hope for. This armor, you said? He tried to infuse his armor with all the consciousnesses that he had successfully integrated. In my original plan, the dominant consciousness should have been Cecily and I. Ah, I see. But his experiment, it failed. Most of the integrated consciousness lost themselves and became a chaotic lump. Pigman, he tried to put me in his armor, except the consciousness in it didn't seem to want me around. It was a feeling I couldn't quite put into words. The experiment itself failed, but she felt no pain. Rather, she felt as though her consciousness was wrapped around within fluffy clouds and gently pushed out of the armor. It was Cecily. She, or rather they, were still trying to protect Alysa, even in death, even when they'd been turned into boiling shards in mind, and even when they were on the verge of disappearing while being burned. Echo didn't become part of the armor, but her mind, by a stroke of fate, established a connection with the minds of the girls in the armor. Pigman carried on with his research of Echo in the armor while trying to put together a new vessel capable of putting a sizable mind. I could hear Cecily talk every now and then, and sometimes she would enter my mind and show up using my body too. Dr. Pigman wasn't aware of this though, so I took advantage of that and did a few more things. I got my hands on some data. Cecily told me the data would lead me to an encryption key and that the key could disable the control room's internal system. Except I haven't gotten to the bottom of the data. I can do it for you. I can help. I do trust you. I mean, I've got nothing more to lose anyway. Echo passed the memory device that contains the data. You connect it to your terminal and encrypt the data before sending it to Asimov. It will take no time. Thank you. There's no way I could have made it this far without your help. And destroying Utopia would be just some far-fetched dream. You only came to me first, though. I'm only able to get this far thanks to you. Keeping your gaze on the campfire, Echo lets out a sigh. We've been superstitious, but this, I guess I'd never have a better way to put it other than a work of fate. One second, we need to check up. But I think you should thank your hard work instead. You think so? Of course. As the campfire pops and crackles, Echo looks at the armor next to her, fully engrossed. Justice is bound to echo through the land. The storm might have invaded the skies, but the sun will shine on us again one day. Is that why you changed your name to Echo? No, I wasn't talking about myself. I mean, usually composed girl blushes pink at your remark. But you're right. Justice is bound to echo through the land. You're the one bearing their hopes, so you must press on. I sure hope I can. I sure hope I won't let them down. Roadworks ahead, I sure hope it does. A mumbled words melt into the wind and vanish. Here it is. This is where Lena will be probing next, based on the marks she left in the last flying fortress. This flying fortress appears deserted as well, but having survived the chaff earlier, you know better than to let your guard down now. What's it over there? It's a mark that Lena left. This is her last recon location. She's gotta be here. Hold your Echo, however, wastes no time running into the flying fortress. What's this? To Echo's surprise, there is no one in this flying fortress, save for a vague figure on top of the platform in the middle. Lena! It's a hologram! Slowly the hologram turns around. Alysa? Jeez, what took you so long? Been waiting for you all this time. Lena, I'm so glad you're alive. Where are you? I'm gonna get you out of there. What now? I'm in a happy place. And if you really want to know where this place is, it's Utopia, Lena. It's a good place, I can tell you. I need to let myself have a rest there because I feel exhausted. No, Lena, no. What you said about getting out of Utopia for freedom. Freedom, huh? That doesn't really matter anymore. I'm sorry, Alysa, but you're on your own now. I really am so sorry. She's saying the same thing! I'm sure we'll see each other there, right? Alysa. No! She shouts at the top of her lungs as she makes a beeline for the hologram, which shatters into sparks of light upon touch. You said it. You said you were going to show me all the things I had never seen. All the things this world had to offer. Get yourself together. Assessor Pikmin's plan is that you don't quite understand what he's trying to do by messing with Echo's mind. No, because he wants her to join. If he can convince Echo that Lena joined the consciousness, he wants to convince Echo to join too. A huge screen nearby flickers, and a figure donning a white robe slowly appears. Alysa, see, they're all here now. Come back to Utopia, Alysa. This is where you get to be with Lena, Cecily, Nata, and the rest of them. See? Told you. With a bit of a slouch, the man on the screen casts a loving smile this way with his faintly golden eyes of his. It's a Kagawa Kurono. Please hurry up. Kagawa Kurono? He's just a doctor who's still working for the Star of Life. But this time his name coincidentally appeared on your inspection report. Kagawa Kurono? So he is John Kurono! Yeah, I'm glad the corruption goes all the way up to the fucking top of the company, yay! Ah, Commandant, I see it clicked, huh? Babylonia has been very protective of you, which is a real shame. I've seen your inspection report and it was perfect. I mean, you'd have made a very excellent vessel. Better than any of the girls, perhaps. It's feeling behind those missing people. Well, I'd say I only gave them what they wanted. Most of them came to me of their own volition. I only picked a few of them and brought them here as ingredients. So John Kurono's the boss of Kurono? Oh, okay. Still, John Kurono! Is this supposed to be condemnable? All I've done is give them a third choice other than life and death. And when all this is over, all of us will live forever and ever in actual Utopia. Life stops for all of us here. So none of us will age or die, and all of us will possess power beyond our imagination. All that really is something beautiful if you just think about it. Well, it's about time. Let's get the show on the road. And best of luck to you, Commandant. We're trying to get it out of here alive. But the hidden tunnels in the Flying Fortress fly open as the room's vengeance fill the air. The Flying Fortress is taking off. This way! Whoa! Cutscene! I see. Utopia Flying Fortress engine maintenance deck. Tell me from this empty dream. Let's fight.
Restoring order! Drop your veil of ignorance! Restoring order! Restoring order! Drop your veil of ignorance! Corrupted night must end in light!
Long time to see you've improved a lot, Alysa. Aurora Bastion ready. Okay. So be careful.
Restoring order! Drop your veil of ignorance! Let our
Come on.
determination cut through the darkness!
Nice.
Restoring order! Drop your veil of ignorance!
Damn, let me do this. Squad 2 get transport. Oh shoot. I'm frozen again, damn it! No! I've been doing this so much. Need more reinforcements. You ready? Here we go, Cecily. I love how everything keeps breaking. Am I good? I'm on the network! Why is it not working? Yeah, I'm in Matrix! Come on! This is such a stupid piece of software. I don't know why they haven't added in like wired connection yet. It's fucking 2024. Everything should be wired by now. Why is it only wireless? I wish you guys could see like what I see right now, because it's just the dumbest thing in the world. There's not even my network appearing in the list anymore. This is great. I love it here. Maybe if I keep refreshing, it will work. Nope, it's getting worse. Well, anyway, I can't even connect to my internet anymore. That's great. I love to see it. I'll just keep being frozen then while my internet's just dead.
Restoring order! Drop your veil of ignorance!
That means specifically mean Wi-Fi.
Restoring order! Restoring... Drop your veil of ignorance!
I'm trying to play while like trying to fix stuff on my phone at the same time. Multitasking! Nope, it's literally not possible to connect my network anymore. I'm controlling you.
Open and here! Judgment!
Come on.
Our determination! Cut through the darkness!
We're gonna worry. It's not good. I don't like it. I don't like being frozen. I'm pissed because I gotta wait until... Join, I'm able to join the network! Ah! Okay. I went for PNG to remote, I guess. Except the PNG is 3D.
Restoring... Drop your veil of ignorance! Rend the earth! Sister...
I'm stunned.
Restoring order! Your focus ends here!
Am I good now? No. Hey, I'm back now. The mind. Cecily. The fall is endless. It all seems like broken pieces of a nightmare, showing every single moment that everyone has lived throughout, happy or sad. Searing flames light the bottom of the abyss, blurring even the clearest of eyes. She doesn't want the fall to stop because she's way too tired. It seems to be what the voices in her head are telling her. But there seems to be something she hasn't yet finished. A promise she's yet to fulfill. See more of this world for me, if you would. Let's go. Let me go and show you the world show me what the world has to offer. You're the one bearing their hopes, so you must press on. Who am I? Why do I have to do this? You're Alysa. You're the echo that makes us all proud. Did you say you wanted to pursue your justice? Aren't you going to go and check out the ocean that little Alysa once saw? Go, wake up now. and see this world for us. As though enshrouded by woolly clouds, her consciousness floats up and away from the nightmare and searing flames. A sliver of light shines through as a cool breeze soothes her painful memories, and the boiling pain in her mind dies down. I'm Alysa. I'm Echo! Echo! Echo. Sorry. Cecily! Next to her, the armor hums impatiently. Echo, get yourself together. The time the two of you made your way into the flying fortress, Pikmin was long gone, leaving behind numerous mind disruptors as he did before, which once again took a toll on Echo's mind after calling for help immediately. You performed an emergency relief on Echo without cutting off the mind connection for quite some time before she finally woke up. My mind. Not looking good at all. We took a quick look at your mind, but couldn't really tell what happened in there because your frame model is not one of Babylonia's. What we can do now is report the situation to the Science Council and the Star of Life and hope that they come up with a solution soon. Also, it's best if you stop fighting now. Your frame is a real mess. Some of your parts are suffering from lack of maintenance and overuse. See, this needs to be swapped out, and... Are you from Babylonia? But the Echo jumps off the bed and tries to get out through the window. Calm down. I promised you that I'd go back to Babylonia with you, but that's not happening now. I received a notice. You revoked your restaurant for now. What? When help first arrived, you were looking at this still unconscious Echo to a safe location. You're trying to come up with an explanation about Echo's situation when your terminal starts beeping. It revoked the warrants for Lena and the test subject. There's probably a signal interruption here. I received the same message before I arrived here. It's Asimov. Makes sense now then. Did you come across anything new about this flying fortress? We can be sure about one thing now. Remember I said I found Pikmin's handwriting familiar? You mean... Pikmin showed up trying to mess with Echo's mind. He's Kagawa Kurono, the doctor we've seen before. Kagawa Kurono? He looks at you with a frown. I looked into his background after that, but nothing caught my eye as suspicious. And his track record of Babylonia is clean too. The only reason someone would tell the world who they are when they've been trying so hard to stay on the low. He's already achieved what he set out to do. What exactly is giving him the confidence, though? Could it be that his experiment turned out a success? Those Corona people have always been on their toes. We better stay put before gathering solid evidence. Let's reach out to Asimov first. You might have hidden some data on Babylonia. You need to let Asimov and this have him copy it before Babylonia gets their hands on it. It's okay, you can even Corona man. Yeah, we got it! We can protect Lee. It's okay. He's safe with us. Copy that. I hope Utopia holds the answers to everything. Around 14, and I'm not much more in this chapter. I'm in a lot of pain right now. I'm trying to just kind of, what's the word? Push through it. But I'm wondering if now's a good time to take a break. Which I don't want to do, because this chapter's really good. So 2 hours? Okay. What I might do now is call it a day here for now. It's been 3 hours and 40 minutes. And right now I'm in a lot of pain. I think I need to go lay down. To percentage, it's 18 out of 30. But like it only counts these missions. So you can't see actual percentage. It's the left side of my body just really hurts for no reason. Like left side of my stomach, like by the rib cage and beneath it. I'm like, that doesn't feel good. So I'm gonna go lay down and take it easy. Mess up a little bit, but I want to continue this. This is really, really good. Alright. Oh, that's fine. You know, it's fine.
It's mandatory sleep time.
It is mandatory sleep time. Good night, Lunchy. But yes, thank you everyone for stopping by. And also, if you want to download this game, you go do it. In the pinned message. Yay! Go play PGR. Thanks so much, Korea, for sponsoring this stream. I want to play this more. And I probably will on Billy at some point. Yeah. So I'll see you guys then. I'm gonna go lay down though for now because I'm so tired. Good night, everyone. Thank you for coming. And I really can't wait to finish this. This is really good. I've got a lot of ideas for I will say fanfics. Yeah. Good night, everyone. Bye.